Ooh.
Yep, episode 69.
Do you have a sexy episode for us, Dan?
Depends on what you think sexy is. I should have went that. I just realized it was 69. Like, man, I should have just loaded it up with fucking girls. Right? Would have been a little sexier then. No, you don't concur? So how are you, Dennis? Episode 69, Menace and the Man. We're still alive, surviving the coronavirus.
Yep.
So how has the coronavirus affected your world so far? Not too much?
No.
Not at all?
No. I just can't sit down and eat.
What do you mean?
You can't eat in restaurants. You have to.
Oh, like you can't sit down in restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard that. And that's like one of your things? You're a restaurateur?
Yeah, you think I cook?
Yeah, you do cook. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
You never seen that hit show that you were the star of?
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so everything's shut down pretty much. It seems like they're about to put New York in quarantine as well. That's the rumor.
So what's that mean?
I don't know. They're going to close. So they've already closed all the stores, all the bars, all the restaurants, everything until like 8 o'clock at night. They close down gyms. What does that mean? They're closing shit down.
Does the virus only get spread after 8 p.m.?
I have no idea. I have an idea. It doesn't get spread after 8 p.m. I just think that they just don't. I don't know. They're pretty much imposing martial law, if you will, where they can just do whatever they want. They're quarantining us, keeping us indoors. They're, I guess, trying to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. So what I even wanted to do is I was trying to get a couple of people from a different vicinity, you know what I mean? So we get like, oh, what's it like there, and there? But everyone was a little busy till later on tonight. But we're going to talk to Gilbert Burns.
Busy doing what?
I don't know. People are still training. Fighters, they're still training.
Yeah, I would be.
Yeah. Especially they still like Ashley Evans Smith is training right now. She said she'll come on after training. She's still hoping to book a fight.
The next 3 UFCs are.
I know. And at first, Dana was like, I'm going to keep them up and going. And he was going to move them all to the Apex. Well, he was going to let London go on in London. Then he was going to move the other ones to the Apex. But
where's the Apex?
Vegas. At the PI.
Oh, the UPI. Well, because the thing is with the 50 people law,
yeah,
that's what fucks us.
Well, it wasn't 50. It wasn't in Vegas because the Vegas casinos and shit were still open, so they were good to go in Vegas. Yeah. And then they shut that whole shit down.
Yeah, because just your fighters alone and their corners is over 50 people.
Yeah, which breaks my heart because I thought fucking Dana was going to save sports for a second.
And then you put production on top of that and, doctors and all that shit on top of that.
Yeah. And then so he was being vague and he wasn't answering what was going on with Khabib Tony because that's some crazy shit. This would be the 5th time.
Oh, wow.
This would be the 5th time that it was canceled. So they've had injuries, they've had weight cutting, and now they have the coronavirus. That might stop Khabib Tony.
They should just do a 3-man, like a 3-fight card.
I mean, that's what I was reading before. People were saying they should just do Khabib Tony. That's it. Just try to make Khabib Tony happen. That's the only fight that people want to see. That's the only fight that people care about, which it kind of is and it isn't.
What if they took the next 3 main events and made that a card?
That'd be amazing. I don't think they have a place to do it at the moment, it seems like. It seems like pretty much the world is on like a 2-week minimum quarantine right now.
Well, I know the schools are closed till April 20th.
Insane.
Yeah.
And then even like de Blasio, the mayor here in New York, was like, they might not be open for the rest of the school year. We don't know.
Yeah.
And then even Trump, I was about to say Clinton. Trump was like, it is what it is. If the schools don't wind up being open, then We miss a school year. All the colleges are closed. Everyone has online classes at the moment.
Because, I mean...
We're living in crazy times.
Well, the thing is what the fuck is school if you're dead?
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
Oh, my God, completely real thing. What do you
People
mean?
are like, what? The year's ruined. What are we going to do? Like, listen, bro. What are we going to do?
I'm going to be a mayor or something. I'm going to be a politician or a doctor. No, not going to happen, bro. So, yeah.
Do you automatically get passed? Or like, all right, let's just a redo of the year?
I think they were bro, I was dying. So, obviously, the meme game, a lot of people got strong meme games in this coronavirus thing. Yeah. So, I saw this one, and it was, I guess, a meme or just a little compilation. Like, they started doing online classes. So, people were, like, putting dummies in their place. One girl put a Barbie doll in her place. And then people were just putting, like, green screens in the background like they were in space. Like, everyone was just fucking around, not taking it serious. Or I guess some were probably taking it serious. Then there's the handful that were memeing it.
So with my line of work, working the power lines and stuff like that, we are only really we can't take anybody out of power. So sometimes when we're redoing the system, it's safer for someone like me who's new to it to replace the triplex or the secondary by killing the primary or something of that sort. The primary voltage.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't do that right now because everybody needs power. Because not only are kids doing online schooling, but people are working from home. So for us to take a block of people out of power for a day would be
that's
insane.
And even like the way the world is right now, like that's almost a thing. Like I feel like people's brain is almost like, what are you going to talk about in MMA right now? We don't even know if fights are ever going to happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they are, but there is that also. So that's the worst thing. So obviously I go deep into this shit, like, and people do, what is it called? Like simulations, if you will.
Yes.
And there's some scientists out there that'll like fucking smoke and crack. But obviously, it's a scenario where it could happen.
Well, so I've seen two different things.
What have you seen?
So obviously, you want the good or the bad?
I'll take them both.
All right.
I'll take whatever you've seen, then I'll talk about
the good that I've seen is kind of like, hey man, like it's not touching everybody except for like old people. You'll probably be a carrier. You'll be fine. You might not even notice it. Then I read, like, no, man, this shit fucks up your lungs. And, like, the beds you see people, like, laying in beds, like, on their stomachs, aren't people being fucking helped. Those are people waiting for a bed. And it takes fucking 2 weeks for you to, like, run this process of... Actually, no, not 2 weeks. It's just... There's a machine. So, there's a... Your lungs fill up with water, fluid.
Yes.
And there's a machine.
You can develop pneumonia.
Right.
Yes.
There's a machine that essentially makes your lungs breathe for you. But you can't have this machine down your throat and be like awake. You have to be like put down, like you have to be like put to sleep.
Under, yeah.
For this machine to make you breathe until the inflammation in your lungs go down where your lungs then can take over and get rid of the fluid by itself. So, and there's no like time. Like everybody's different.
Yeah. And
some places are doing it like, let's say me and you both have it, Stan, and I've got like a 75% chance of making it, and you have a 50. You gotta wait. I got a better chance of making it, so they're gonna give me the treatment. Or are they gonna go the total opposite way? And it's like,
oh, well, even like right now,
I got more money than you.
You have kids, so you'd be ahead of me. You have kids.
Yeah, but what if there's a higher percentage of you making it than me?
Well, how do they determine that percentage at this moment?
Yeah,
then age and underlying conditions maybe or something like that. But
yeah.
I know that was one thing I saw, like in Italy, that's how they were doing it. If you have kids, they let you go. Yeah. Or depending on your age and your life factors, like if you have kids, I don't think money's coming into play really. Which is crazy.
Well, yeah.
Very wild times right now.
Well, I don't think money should come into play.
Yeah.
But there's actually like something that I've also been thinking about, like So there's certain people that are going to work every day, me being one of them, to make this fucking doctors, nurses, like pharmacists, fucking what else? I read some other
essential personnel.
Right.
Yeah.
I fall in that essential personnel.
Absolutely.
So I mean, in my head too, like they've got to be priority in terms of health too.
Well, that's even my thing with the toilet paper. Like everyone buying the toilet paper. If the essential personnel that's not there to keep the plumbing systems going and keep flushing it out and shit, you know what I mean? Then what the fuck you people going crazy buying all the toilet paper for?
Right.
Insane.
Right.
I don't think there was a rush on candles.
Right.
Or at least they didn't go crazy with the memes and whatnot. No. But people went nuts for toilet paper.
So
food.
My next thing is, how prepared are you? Let's just say shit hits the fan and it's just like I've got like some like things of pasta, uncooked pasta that I could cook, like some rice. Like if I had to only stay in my house and like if I was rationing and if I was like you know what I mean, I could probably stay in here 2 weeks tops.
You could fight though. Like you see that one meme where people are posting like, if you went out and you bought a bunch of supplies for this shit and you can't fight, that's mine.
That's very true.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. But if you have a gun, which I don't have a gun, this would be a good time to buy a gun, right?
Bro, I was going to go shooting on Sunday, and that's like a crazy thing too. So toilet paper and guns and ammo people have stocked up on.
Yeah.
So you have to wait, like the New York state law in most states, you have to wait for your handgun. You have to get the proper permits and whatnot, and it takes like a processing time. But you could walk out the door with a rifle.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking the one guy, my cousin Laney's fiance, boyfriend, I forget what he is at this point, but he's like a big gun nut, wins like shooting competitions and shit. He went into a place, he's like, we did $90,000 in bullets this afternoon. Just bullets.
Jesus.
So they're fucking crushing it. And then even like that's the thing too, in this type of situation, like those type of companies, not the gun place, but Walmart, Target, those places that sold out all their water, sold out the next truck of water, sold out all their toilet paper and shit. Those are the companies that you almost need like to step up, if you will, and remain open or keep ordering shit. Because they're obviously...
Yeah, but a huge store like that, it breaks the law. You could have over 50 people in there.
Yeah.
Is there a line outside?
We're entering a lot of gray areas. Like even we had to cancel the New York Combat Championship. And then even like I mentioned to, I think I said to you in like the group chat that we're in about the event, I said, yo, if we could put it on like Dana White, I think that'd be fucking epic. Like we wouldn't make as much money or any money, but if we could snowball it into the next show. And then it was kind of like when I was first playing around with that idea. And then I was like, well, the amateur fighters don't make money, so it's not essential for them. Like, it's essential for the UFC fighters. That's how they make a living. But the fighters all wanted to fight.
Right.
Every fighter was hitting me up like, yo, I'm still down to fight. Like, I don't give a fuck about. I don't have the coronavirus. I'm still good. Then I was like, yeah, but you're not getting paid. You know what I mean? Like you would.
Oh, ticket sales.
You're not getting paid, Pierre. Yeah, you're not getting paid. So, like, Ashley Evans Smith was flying to London amidst the whole coronavirus crisis because she makes fucking X amount to show and win.
Yeah.
And she probably lives off that. You know what I mean? Like even you going to PSEG, like you're showing up to work because you live off that.
Right.
Essentially.
Right.
Like at what point, there is no point, I guess, because you're essential personnel. They're not going to tell you to stay home. Are they downsizing at all? Or?
What if it got like insane? What they would do is I'd be on call.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd be home and they'd call us if, you know, a hospital went out of power or something like, you know.
Crazy times right now. And that's even like, you see how the people get over toilet paper and how they get over like hurricanes and shit and how they're getting over this thing now.
Yeah.
You wonder at what point do they get crazy. Like I was saying to my sister, I'm like, the second that they do like a martial law thing and quarantine us, which they're talking about doing in the next, like they said they're making a decision on, what the fuck are they calling it? They're calling it like self something. They're not calling it quarantine. or they're not calling it martial law or whatever. They're calling it like something stay in your home, whatever the fuck. They're basically going to confine people to their houses. Maybe you'd get to go out because you're considered essential personnel.
Yeah, but our place is open, so I could like get stuff to bring home.
What, your place?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of shit.
Bro, funny story. So my mom is in Connecticut still.
Right.
And she works at a big furniture gallery and whatnot. She's the interior decorator for huge chains as they're going out of business. Like they sell a set, she repositions the room to make it look like it's a room again, so they could sell another set. So people like not broke into her store today. This happened, but a couple of people went into the bathroom and started taking all the toilet paper. Yeah. So we're at that point where people are stealing toilet paper. So what's next is people are going to start stealing food, or people are going to start, next step after that is maybe breaking into houses or breaking into stores. I guess breaking into stores first and then trying houses. But we live in a world full of fucking idiots. Yeah. So we'll get to those points most likely.
Like I don't have a gun yet.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to get one?
I mean, I would like I'd feel way better about what's going on. Just like, yeah, I wish a motherfucker would.
Bro, it's
right now I just got a ton of wine. Like, hey, man, I could give you this Merlot. Like
what'd you do during the quarantine? I got drunk as fuck off some wine.
Well, I'm in a wine club. I'm sophisticated, Stan.
We've talked about this on an earlier episode, but you can refresh the people. So you're in the Gary V wine club, right?
Yeah.
Or is that one of a few wine clubs you're in?
No, just I'm a one wine club kind of guy.
Okay, I like that. That's what I like about you.
Yeah.
But crazy
what?
times.
Break me open a session IPA from.
That's what I was just gonna segue
Great
into.
South
It's
Bay Brewery.
It is.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Yes.
Holy moly!
So even I was saying to my sister, I'm like, that they have New York and everywhere shut down. I'm like, do you realize that people have probably, like me, I don't plan for St. Patrick's Day. You don't plan for St. Patrick's Day. But there's people that are like, nope, St. Patrick's Day. I'm going fucking hard.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yes. No, the whole thing. I was supposed to go to my lady's house for
corned beef and cabbage.
And she was like, hey.
No finger touch, quarantine.
She was like,
social distancing.
Stay home. My mom doesn't feel good. I'm like, damn. All right.
Bro, that's the thing.
And I can't be like, listen, you're being dumb. Because it's
sensitive times right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Very sensitive times. But even that, like I said, yesterday or today, whenever we did this episode, I was going to see if we wanted to do it at Great South Bay. And then they put all these restrictions. I was like, bro, I don't even know if they're fucking open at this point.
It would just be an empty bar that me and you'd be in.
Which would be pretty cool.
Hey.
But crazy fucking times. Rick being an anesthesiologist, he probably would have been a good person to pick some, what are you hearing in the medical world type shit off of.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we'll see about that for next week if we don't get completely quarantined.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit's getting nuts. I was like, wow, if all the sports are canceled and fucking Dana White's going to keep these shows going on, that's going to be amazing for the UFC and MMA and whatnot. And then the whole fucking shit just got thrown. He was like, I'm canceling doing it at these venues. We're canceling Ohio. We're canceling fucking Portland. We're going to move it all to the Apex. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. And then Vegas was like, nah.
What? So, what do you think
about
is like the solution, if you will? Like, what do you
for the coronavirus?
Yeah.
Come up with a vaccine of some kind or some
right.
type of medical diagnosis of how to cure people. That's what I was saying before we started. We went a little elsewhere, but like but it's fine. But the people saying like, making their projections or putting out their fucking predictions for it. And they're like, nope, 500,000 people are dying. Well, we have China, which has way more people than the United States. They had the outbreak where the outbreak started is from China. And they have like 80,000, I think. 90,000. I don't know the exact total.
Like they're past their peak.
They're past their peak. They've kind of leveled out to where they're getting fewer and fewer new cases, like in the single digits. Their deaths are in the single digits. And that was It supposedly started in November. Like, the first case reported was November.
Now, I'm not taking a stab at Americans, but in my head, they're a way more disciplined
China?
group of people.
China.
Yes.
Yes, and I think that's even
Like,
why
we're like, what? Psh, ain't gonna affect me. I'm going out drinking.
Bro, that's why some of these sanctions
Get over
are
here,
coming
you.
down.
Let's make out.
Bro, when our event got canceled, my cousin George hit me up and was like, yo, come to Florida. I'll buy you a ticket. I'm like, why? Spring break is fucking lit right now, you know?
Right.
So I was like, oh, shit, I'm into that. Like, let's fucking do it. 2 days later, they were like, yeah, Florida's closed. We're closing Miami. We're closing fucking Fort Lauderdale. So they closed all these parts of Florida. They left Clearwater Beach open. Everyone went to Clearwater Beach. So then yesterday, yesterday it was, there was fucking thousands of people at Clearwater Beach.
On the beach, right?
On
I
the beach.
saw that.
So now the government's like, yo, if you guys aren't going to fucking abide by what we're saying, same thing happened in L.A. That's why they closed all the bars and shit in L.A. because people were still going out. That's why they closed all the bars in New York City and they put this 8 o'clock curfew because everyone was still going out.
Yeah.
I went out last Friday.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I went out to eat. I didn't go.
Yeah, you didn't go out like bar hopping.
Right.
But yeah, people just, I guess, and even that's the thing, like you were saying, so it's all different. So there is the theory of young people aren't getting really sick and dying by the statistics, but they're getting sick, not realizing, and they're almost carrying it to other people that have maybe more health problems.
Right.
So that's the other reason for the quarantine.
Like, for example, like if I had the coronavirus but wasn't showing any symptoms and was like, oh, I'm fine, and I went and saw my uncle who is, stage 4 cancer.
Yeah, that could fuck him up.
I could kill him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's even the thing, like you can go, my hypothetical scenario would be if I went and hung out and I got no symptoms, then I went and hung out with my grandmother. She's old, she's like 80. That could fucking fuck her up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then that's also the thing why they're saying Italy has such high numbers because just their reaction to it.
They're mad old.
They're the oldest European, whatever.
Per capita.
Yeah, like they're the oldest European country, and just they're a kissing culture. They're a very, so they had those couple weeks where people were still doing it the same way. Yeah, and shit just spread to the old people, and now it's taking them out, which is unfortunate, but. So what could we do to stop it? I guess what we're doing, just quarantining, social distancing. Like I set the camera further away so I was going to bust out my tape measure and see if me and you were 6 feet away.
Oh, is that the...
That's what they're saying 3 feet, which is almost this couch cushion. Yeah. But they're saying 6 feet to be safe is social distancing.
Wow.
And then it's even funny, like I sent the message, I was telling Jessica Penne, like we might rebook the event for May 30th. You got to pay for your ticket, or you got to go in and log in and change your ticket if you still want to come out for that date, and we'll reimburse you the money for it. And she was like, yeah, that's cool. And then I told her, I'm like, you see those one memes where it's like, oh, social distancing, keep to myself. I've been practicing for this my whole life.
Oh, yeah, that's her.
That's her, yeah. Well, that's me as well, too. I was like, man, I'm fucking.
Oh, my gosh.
That's not?
You like to hang out, dude.
Yeah, but I also like to be left the fuck alone. And I really don't like people.
Oh, now you don't like people. Is it cool not to like people?
I like girls. I don't like people.
I think it's funny sometimes how people are like, I don't like people. Like, and they say it like they're cool.
No.
Like, yeah, I'm not picking on you.
Yeah.
I'm just, the person. Like,
oh, of course.
Like Wendy Adams. Like, I don't even like people.
Is Wendy Adams a real person?
No.
But the Wendy Adams types.
Yes, we're like, I don't like people. They're all stupid. Like, no, you're stupid.
But yeah, St. Patrick's Day, people were waiting for a fucking parade. From my recollection, I've done the St. Patty's Day parade. It's a shit show. You get fucking wasted. You take off from school. I remember cutting school and going to the St. Patty's Day parade in high school. In high school, yeah. Cutting school and taking the train with my friends, underage.
Yeah.
Drinking beers on the train, getting to the city with fake IDs, and getting fucking wasted. I remember even as an adult, taking the train in, getting drunk, hanging out for the day drinking, and it wasn't 10 people. It was fucking hundreds of thousands, probably.
Yeah.
if not millions, bar hopping and parading and going fucking nuts. And now that's dead for the day, at least.
Now, I hope it's just a 2-week, like, all right. But it might, like, how are people, like, let's say you are a bartender.
Yeah.
That's how you make a fucking living.
You're in trouble. Bro, small businesses are in trouble right now. Like, you work for a conglomerate in PSEG.
Yeah.
Small businesses are in trouble. But even, what was I going to say? I had a thought before you said that. Just fucking crazy times. But what would your do you think they're doing the right thing with the quarantine and social distancing? Or do you think they're overblowing this whole situation? Or you are in the unknown category?
I really don't know. Because if they said exactly how bad it is, people would go fucking nuts. The American culture is like a...
That could be a thing,
like,
too.
The American culture is like talking to a crazy person. You gotta, like, get across your point to them, but nice and easy. You can't be too aggressive, but at the same token, you can't be too nice because they'll just walk all over you. So it's a weird...
I think that's a thing, too. They could be underplaying everything that's going on for fear of the mass hysteria. I could see that. And they're saying that with some countries, that's what's going on. Like, they're saying, like, even in this country, actually, they're saying, like, they keep seeing reports saying Ohio, Cleveland, that they have a crazy outbreak that could be in the hundreds of thousands, but they're not fucking reporting that number. Huh. So currently, the United States total, I think, is 4,000 or 5,000. And we have under 100 deaths, where Italy is a lot higher, Iran's a lot higher, and then obviously China is where it's from. So China's got like 3,000 deaths or something, 80,000 cases. But then here's the thing, too, that I'm a statistics guy. So 80,000 out of, let's see, China, I think, has 1.4 billion people.
Yeah, it's a lot.
A lot. United States has like 370,000. So if you tell me 4,000... Million. So if you tell me 4,000 people are fucked up, I'm like, I'm pretty sure more people die a day from drinking and driving, or suicide, or heart disease,
right,
cancer, shit like that. But yeah, 1.386 billion is what they say China has. But if it's a thing that spreads like crazy, like, you ever see that movie, Contagion?
I think we were talked about it a little bit.
Yeah. That's the other one where they, like, that almost, like, lays this whole thing out. Like, even when this thing first happened, that was, like, the cover of the LA Times was Contagion. The directors and writers of the movie Contagion predicted this.
There is a book that was wrote in, like, maybe 2012 or something like that, saying, or maybe in the 80s, that said, like...
2004, I believe. I've heard of this book.
Like, in 2020, a virus breaks out and da-da-da-da.
Well, here's the thing, too. Like, even that guy, like, granted, I'm sure he's a fucking genius, and he's a doctor, and he's very smart and whatnot. Like, the guy who was on Joe Rogan. 20 people sent me that interview or clips from that of the doctor, like Michael Oster, whatever his name, that was on Joe Rogan. And then when I know who that guy is just from always being deep in fucking infectious disease and shit, because I always dealt with staph infections, so I've been deep into the infectious disease realm. That guy has been predicting this since like 1990. So he finally got it right. Now he's going on a book tour and almost aiding in spreading the hysteria. You know what I mean? And so something that they'll say is they won't be like, a lot of the infectious disease doctors and scientists and whatnot, they'll say like, oh no, this could, but see how I just emphasized the could? They're going, this could kill 500,000 people. So all you heard was 500,000 people.
Right.
Not this could, like absolute, and they should say it for what it is, like absolute worst case scenario, it could kill 500,000 people. Like worst case, it could kill millions of people. But if you look at what happened in China, and we have November, December, January, February, March. We have 5 months of data coming from China. It's going to kill 4,000 people.
Now, what I'm going to say right now is pretty cold.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily U.S. of A., but maybe the world. I think we're overpopulated. There's way too many human beings.
Yeah.
I don't think it would hurt planet Earth for us to lose 1% of people.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you there. I'm also a fond believer in Darwinism.
So 10%?
I'm saying survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
If a new fucking cold or a new flu or a new fucking type of illness came around and you couldn't survive, then if I'm religious, that was God's plan. If I'm into Darwinism, then you just weren't fit for the world. You're not meant to be here.
Now, with that being said,
and now if it hits close to home and like someone you know dies, then you might think a little different. But even then, that would be my same thought process of, when you cut through all the, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm upset, all the red tape, they weren't fit to live here.
Right.
This world, this society, with what diseases are going on, they weren't fit to be here.
Right.
That's just how I look at it.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, like I was saying, like, should I be preparing for this almost like I prepare for a fight, like eating dumb clean, not drinking, like getting a ton of water in me, hydrating, in the sauna, like exercising, or should I just be like
maybe you should
happy?
Maybe you
and
should
just like drinking beers and
maybe you should go fight mode.
Eating cheeseburgers.
You don't have a gun. Maybe you should go fight mode.
Well, no. I'm saying in terms of my immune system.
Okay, that's true.
Because when I was getting ready for fights and stuff like that, like everybody in this room could be throwing up around me, like sneezing and coughing, and I wouldn't get shit.
Someone I thought of that I should have got on today. We'll definitely try for our next episode if we don't get completely quarantined, or maybe we'll do some FaceTime shit, was Chris Algieri. Because that's something I'm seeing him post a lot about, is boosting the immune system and foods that can boost your immune system.
Right.
And
like, should I be drinking emergency every day?
Drinking?
Yeah.
Oh, drinking emergency. Yeah. I thought you meant like getting drunk every day. I don't know about that. But what's emergency? What's in that?
Oh, it's just like a vitamin C immune booster.
Apparently, vitamin C is what you should be taking right now. Is something I've seen a lot of.
Okay.
So, you're a little bit of a health nut, if you will, or at least very knowledgeable about it. Tell some people what they should be taking, if you can think of any things other than vitamin C.
I mean, obviously, like a ton of water, getting a lot of water in you. I saw a lot of studies that, in terms of like the coronavirus can't live in hot temperatures. So, like, setting your thermostats at 74 degrees and, like, getting good sauna sits in, you should be pretty straight. Also, breathing through your nose.
Well, even that. Where'd you hear that? Because then the guy that was on Joe Rogan, when Joe Rogan said, what if I sit in the sauna? I heard this is good. He was like, oh, that's not good. You're crazy. Pretty much shot it down.
Oh, I don't.
But then that's the thing. Right now, we have inconclusive science and medical results, if you will. The only thing we have is that study that we can use off of the numbers with China. And then even that, those numbers might be skewed.
And then also, like, they say it's airborne because of the water vapors in your mouth.
Yes, but then I saw one thing, it said it lives in your throat for like 4 days.
So breathing through your nose and talking less would decrease the spread.
Like a weird thing I saw, they said it lives in your throat for 3 to 4 days, and if you drink plenty of water, it goes into your stomach, and then your stomach,
the
acid and shit could break it down, and you could defeat it. Where if it lives in your throat, you keep breathing in, it goes into your lungs.
Yeah.
Crazy fucking times. Crazy times. And then you wonder, like, I know the United States government, I don't know about the other governments, but the United States government keeps going on TV and saying, if we're overreacting, it's for the greater good. Like, we're going to overreact and hopefully save.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good thing. For example, like with wrestling, like, we would shoot a high crotch so far.
Overkill is better than underkill.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if the guy sprawled, you'd still be able to get it,
Yeah.
Kind of a dumb analogy, but...
No, 100%. A half-hearted shot getting you nowhere.
Yeah.
But a hard shot, you're getting in a scramble if you get stuffed.
Right.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Half-hearted shot, you're getting snapped right down into a front headlock. You could almost equate wrestling That's one of those things. Fighting and wrestling, you can equate to every area of life.
If you want to do something funny, we call AB and get his input. He would probably be like, he would. I just saw that just now. He'd probably be like, what? This shit is.
100%. That would be another one. That would be from upstate New York. See if he wants to, or do we just call him?
Yeah, we just call him. He actually doesn't have
Text messaging ability?
Yeah, pretty much.
I texted Gilbert. I was waiting for Gilbert to get back to me.
I did hit up Rich Schaffer to see if he would come on.
He's probably dealing with so much shit right
Probably, but he could give us like, hey,
now. The rundown. He's probably dealing. What he's
real.
probably dealing with. He's probably getting phone calls of like, yo, you got to shut that town down.
Yeah, I want that. I want to hear about it.
So keep on him. Not right now. I'm saying in general. And then whenever he's ready, we'll fucking pop this shit up.
Like, do you think next week's episode of Menace the Man is like, holy shit, fucking
Yeah.
Conor? Well, I heard Conor McGregor's like grandmother got it. And died,
No,
or
he
something like
he
that.
posted
Or
it.
aunt.
He posted and cleared it up and said my aunt did not die from coronavirus.
Oh,
Yeah.
but she has it.
No, she died from something else.
Oh,
Some other type of ailment. I'm not sure of the type of ailment.
Tom Hanks has it.
Tom Hanks, Idris Alba.
Yes, and I saw a funny meme. Remember when he ate the hot wings and he was like, and they were like, him eating wings that Tom Hanks made.
Yeah. Bro, that meme, I love the internet. Like, I love memes. Like, it's funny, too. Like, how do you... Okay, here's a funny thing, too. Explain a meme to me.
It is...
I tried to explain a meme to my dad, and he was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, a meme is pretty much something that everybody kind of knows about with a caption that is towards something almost that has nothing to do with the actual like picture or video,
Okay.
with a caption that is...
And
I
now,
don't know.
even that explanation, that's kind of like, wait, what? Like, what do you mean? Give me an
Yeah.
example. And then when you try to explain because I tried to say, it's like when you take something that's happened or a movie or a picture or something, and then you turn it into something else, and you put some words above it, and then it's funny. And then my dad was like, what do you mean? Give me an example. Then I was like, and then when I was describing examples, like you could say that, like when Idris Elba ate the fucking wings and he coughed, you say like, whoa, she has bad pussy,
Right.
you know? And it just doesn't equate. Like, you have to know what memes are.
Well,
And
no,
I guess,
you don't have to know what memes are. You just have to look at one.
yeah, I get.
Yeah.
I guess I should have just started showing him memes.
Yes, that was definitely the...
But then I thought, I'm like, man, I said to my sister, I'm like, how the fuck do you explain
That's
a meme?
a tough one.
Very tough one, yeah. It's almost like interpretation. So you have to see it, I guess,
Yeah.
to be in the game. But coronavirus, it started in 2019, so I guess they're calling it 2019 coronavirus. It's called COVID-19 is the actual...
Yeah. The move, if you wanted to speak to AB, would be to call him right now.
Just call him blindly?
Yeah, he doesn't have... So my stepmother has an iPhone, but, you know, that's getting...
Well, no, remember we tried this the one time?
What?
And they just weren't fucking... I think we did... I have a bunch of funny clips I'm going to upload one day of our sound checks. I don't have that one because that was before we did video.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, we were like, sound check, and we were trying to call everyone in your family to do a sound check. And no one answered.
Yeah. No, I just have a bad family.
Yeah. And you were like, man, thank God.
To get a hold of my father, sometimes I call 4 different numbers.
And what are the numbers?
I call his house. I call the shop.
There's if you want to try AB.
I call his wife.
And then even...
And then maybe sometimes I just call somebody that I think I'll pick up, like my younger brother, just to make sure my phone's working and like I'm not disconnected. Like, all right. Let's see what happens here.
But I have faith in our government
or hitting up AB blind. This could be
and the
wild.
world that we can overcome this shit. Nothing too crazy.
I'm gonna try the house first. See what happens there. Because it's 6 o'clock. It's a weird hour right now where he could still be in the shop and about to come inside, or maybe he's in the shop and he's getting a phone call. He's like, I'm not fucking answering more work.
Hello?
Hey.
Ah, you son of a bitch. Call me right back.
All
Call me right back.
All right. I don't know.
Oh, you son of a bitch. He was cursing at the computer.
Oh shit! I called work. I gotta call the house. Sorry about that. I don't know what he's gonna say.
We'll get boots on the ground report. He's a reporter right now.
Yeah. He might say, like, we're fucked. But if he thought we were fucked, he would definitely call me and be like, yo, man, you good?
Come up here.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Your call cannot be completed at this time. Please try.
What the heck?
Well, that just means the call didn't go through. He might be on the phone or something.
Probably.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Pop?
What's going on, Dennis?
Welcome to the Menace and the Man show.
I know. Oh, you're on the show?
Yep.
That's cool. Well, that's...
Well, me and Stan were talking about the coronavirus, and I was like, let me call the smartest man I know.
that's good. That's
Pop,
good.
what are we in?
Right now, I'm in quarantine right now. We shut down everything. Saugerties is in full shutdown.
Really?
Yeah, there's no restaurants, bars, just store, just like a supermarket and gas stations. That's it.
Supermarkets are open still?
Yeah.
But
certain time, till like around 6 o'clock or so.
I thought it was like law for there can't be for places not to have more than 50 people.
No, well, I don't know.
Maybe that's an exception to the fact.
Yeah, if you need food, you know what I'm saying, but until 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Shut down.
So Saugerties has their own rules, and
Yeah,
they're closed till 6.
No.
What's that?
What about About.we? Is About.we still open? Or?
We are taking we're taking cars in, but you gotta leave the car and your keys in the car, and then when you come to pick up the car, make sure the check is in underneath my mat.
Okay.
Or my car.
Are you doing business differently?
No. It's running the same.
But you do have. I think you have actually, like the masks that you paint with. If
Right.
shit were to really hit the fan, those would work probably
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah.
No.
Oh, absolutely.
He's got masks that are oxygen in the full.
I got a full mask. I got a suit. I got a glove. I got different, special gloves. A little, what's it called? Like powder in them, so they'll sweat.
Talc.
It's definitely protected. At all
How
times.
many masks do you have?
Who wants to know? That's what I want to know. Who? You?
Yes.
I got a lot of them, but they're not for sale,
Okay.
and they're not out to give away free.
All right. So how many? All right. So you have a big family. How do you hand these out? Who gets them
Again,
first?
I don't hand them out. I just told you that.
No, to your
It's just for
family.
me and my wife.
Just you and your wife.
Again, it's
What about your
just-
grandkids?
Yeah, my grandkids.
So your
Right.
actual sons are done.
Anyway, next question.
How you holding up, baby? Did you get supplies? Do you have supplies for this whole thing?
He's got like a half a pig in his freezer.
I got supplies for everything.
All right, so you prepare a little bit better than your son.
Yeah, I just got some
Yes,
pasta. I got tuna.
When people, I don't talk to people that much. I look at their car. They stand like 5 feet away from me. I go, hey, just stay over there. This is how much it is. I slip them a piece of paper, how much it is when I have to talk to them.
You make a bill with
And
a
say
paper
yes or
airplane and
no.
you throw it
Say
to them.
Yes or no, and just give me a deposit.
Okay.
That's all. And I give them a little smile. They know whatever. And I go, all right.
Is Sharon still working at Adams?
Yes, she is. Again, that's one thing I don't like because
She's around a lot of people.
and they're rude.
Got you.
The people are rude. You know, they're not nice people.
So how bad?
Where does she work? What is it?
It's essentially a family-owned grocery store.
Okay, so
It's kind of like Fairway. It's like really good stuff, like organic, nice, like
people are probably going nuts right now.
Those kind of stores must be shut down. You know, the only stores that could be is the grocery stores that can provide, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But when you go, they don't want a lot of people in there, so they only let in so much. No, it's not like 30 people could come in at once. No, okay, 10 people come in, get whatever you want, get out. That's how they're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they don't want a big gathering.
Right.
So that's why they, like even Chris's place, her facials and stuff, shut it down.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they don't. You know what I'm saying?
I know a lot of spas are being affected, but
yeah.
So AB, in your lifetime, have you ever experienced anything remotely like this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
This is all new to me. I always told my wife that I like scary things.
Yeah.
What's it called? Menace knows that, right?
Yeah.
Then
The horror
I always
movies.
wish. I go,
man.
man. I wish I could have a nice hurricane. That would be scary. But look what I got now. I'm like, wow. I always thought that you see this in the freaking
The movies
or something.
Yeah.
But it's right in the back of my yard. I'm like, holy shit. But I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Nobody comes out here.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of air.
You know
A lot of.
I think
another thing, I keep my house cool. It's not hot. It's very cool.
I heard the opposite. I heard it can't live in warmer conditions. I heard.
No. It
No?
does warm. And germs like warm. Not when the operating table, when you go to when you get operated on in a hospital.
Right.
That's cold.
Okay.
It's
but
cool in there because
all right, but it's a virus pop.
Oh, that's what
I
they're calling it.
understand that.
Shelter
I
in place.
Shelter in place act.
Yeah, that's what they. So New York should prepare for shelter in place within 48 hours, and that's basically complete lockdown. 48 hours.
Right. But the deal is, it lasts. Like if you got it, it will last for maybe like 2 weeks, and then it would be out of your body.
The coronavirus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That some people can
and
just.
then, like I said, if somebody had it and they touch your table, let's say, that virus would still be alive for whatever. And then you came and you touched your desk, you would get. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But then again, there's people. Hey, check this out. There's people are getting $7,500 to get the shot. To get that shot in them.
To get the coronavirus. They upped it?
Yeah.
75 to be a guinea pig.
It was 45. They upped it?
No, 7,500. 7,500
to be a guinea pig. Yeah.
Wow.
To get the coronavirus and then get a potential vaccine.
Yeah.
And live in quarantine.
Yeah, but the deal is, a lot of these people, they're getting sick, but it's not they're not gonna die. You know what I'm saying? It just takes they quarantine themselves for like 2 weeks and see what happens, and then that's it.
So,
but you know what? This is for like older people that are a little sick, that can be really they can get sick.
So like Uncle Mondo, this would be.
Talk about your uncle. He's in the hospital right now.
Right.
And he ain't doing good.
Okay.
I'm just telling you right now. I'm like, oh, he when he went to the hospital, he passed out.
Oh yeah.
And they took up to the RA, whatever. They're checking him out, and then I guess the guy I'm going, he's in pain. You know what I'm saying? He's in. There's nothing to him. There ain't nothing to that. You know what I'm saying? I just can't deal with that.
How's his appetite?
He doesn't have any.
Right. That's like the real.
Well, then now his kidneys are. Everything's failing. I think everything's failing because now his feet are all swollen up. So that's where everything's going. You know
all of his blood's pooling in his feet.
Yeah.
Because of shitty circulation.
Right. So I'm like. I seen him, Saturday, Sunday, and then my new month. I think today he was going to the hospital, to get a checkup. You know what I'm saying? But he can't do. I told you what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's just to see somebody healthy and then go to that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your uncle was even when he was, he always had some sickness to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I mean, the man liked to party.
and well, yeah, he did.
Growing
did too.
up, right? Growing up.
That's. Oh yeah, well, I mean, but he just hung, just too much. You know what I'm saying?
Did he live life harder than you did? Would you say, like throughout your?
Probably did. Yeah. I mean, because I left. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hung out. When we hung out, I mean, I did some.
When you were younger and shit.
I mean, yeah, we hung out. Then we kind of went our different ways. But he still was. I try to be the right guy, you know what I'm saying? But he was, I mean, I didn't, I still got myself, whatever, but I never got caught. I did shit, you know what I'm saying? But him, he did heaviest shit.
Right.
But not to say anything like that, but,
right.
But, it is what it is, and,
No, so what you were talking about, the coronavirus and the vaccine, people getting it and being fine, I saw this thing, like I was telling Stan, where... the coronavirus attacks your lungs and fluid gets in your lungs, and essentially you have to have a breathing machine breathe for you while you're, put under until your lungs, the inflammation in your lungs go down, right?
Now,
and then after you, what? After
are you talking about somebody that's in the hospital?
No, it's just something I stumbled across on, the interweb. So, I mean, I'm seeing so many, like I was telling Stan earlier, we see so much different stuff. Like people saying like, you'll probably get it. You probably won't even know you had it. Then I'm seeing other people like, yo, man, this is fucking serious. Like it's going to fuck up your lungs. And even though it may not kill you, there will be effects from it. Like your lungs are going to be fucked up for the rest of your life now.
Right. Later on, it's going to be affected. But there's a basketball player and stuff that has it, and he's ready to rock and roll. He don't, I mean, they said he has it, but he goes, I feel good.
Did you see that? Did you see leading up to that?
When he touched all the mics?
He was doing a post game, interview, and he was
and he touched. He left. And he touched all the mics.
He was being a fucking goof, and then 2 days later, wham!
Well, someone asked him a coronavirus question, like, "Are you concerned with it or something?" And he was like, "Nah, I'm good." Blah blah blah. And then he was like, "All right."
Yeah.
And started touching everything on the way out.
But he got. I know that, but he apologized, but he shouldn't have done that. I mean, that's pretty fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you also got to take, like, in our heads, right, these professional athletes are much older than they are. That guy's probably 24.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, he's still a kid.
Yeah, his immune system's probably, better than anybody, an older person, you know what I'm saying? Or
for sure.
And so even...
You know what I'm saying? So he's probably, he's got to be okay. I mean, he might get a little weak, a little bit of this and that, but, it's going to go away from him. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, and me and Stan were talking about it too in terms of, like, who gets treatment, who gets help. Does it come to money? Does it come to kids? Does it come to your chances of surviving? There's a lot of these different, like...
I haven't heard nothing yet.
Yeah.
Well,
but that guy's, like, he's a big star.
In Italy, that's what I heard, is they're going off
Italy,
they're going off of age and if you have kids.
Yeah, but Italy right now is complete shutdown.
Complete shutdown.
That country is shut down completely. These people live it, and then what they're doing is, I seen it yesterday where these people open up their windows because they're sheltered in their own house, and
they're having like concerts in the patio.
Yeah, they're taking pots and yelling, and I mean, like that's. I mean, what do you do? Like somebody that works at diner. All right, you laid off. We can't. How's they gonna pay for their stuff?
Well, yeah, isn't Italy doing something with financially, like they're
the United?
Oh no, mortgage.
The United. I don't know what Italy's doing financially.
No mortgage payment.
I know the United States is trying to pay every citizen over a certain age or every working citizen $1,000, and they think that's going to be enough to augment. I don't know if it's $1,000 a week, $1,000 flat, but they're trying to pay people that have to be out of work.
That's what Trump is doing now. Trump is trying to get like $80-something billion. You know what I'm saying? To give people money. You know what I'm saying? But who should they give it to? You know what I'm saying? That's who. You gotta sign up for it and prove that you don't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? To get the money.
Yeah, so I'm out.
I mean, they ain't gonna give it to anybody. I mean,
Well, even here, AB, do you know what a meme is?
Excuse me?
Do you know what a meme is?
No, what is that?
See?
A meme?
A meme.
MEME.
No, what is it?
Well, that even like in this coronavirus times, that's something that's like taking over the internet, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, as people are constantly posting memes about the coronavirus.
Okay.
It's almost like a way to make light of a bad situation, or
For example, like
yeah,
a meme.
But that's how people are anyway.
Right.
When things are down, that's how they just go for it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's pretty fucked up, I think.
Yeah, like a meme could be like Jesus Christ at the Last Supper, but everybody's face is like your face, my face, Stan's face, and then it could be like our Last Supper because of the coronavirus. That could be a meme.
Yeah. That's one explanation of it.
I know that, but like you know what? Hey, can you imagine like taking some guy buys all the toilet paper and it's $2, now he wants $4.
Yeah. Well, Dad,
that's a pretty fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's taking advantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you know how you could have your own Amazon store.
Yeah.
You could sell things through Amazon. There's a guy who got in trouble because he bought up a bunch of hand sanitizers, a bunch of Purell, toilet paper, and he was selling it on Amazon
like
for
$80
for an upcharge.
Right. That's, you know what I'm saying? But the deal is, if people would have went to the grocery stores or whatever and bought it like they usually buy it, you know what I'm saying? Everything would be okay. But everybody's in a panic now.
Yeah.
And the only reason why they're in a panic, and I mean, we should know about what's going on with this virus, but the deal is, it's this media bullshit. This fucking news people really souping it up.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
do you think it's just the day and age and like, people are like bored and just have nothing else to do. So like, holy shit, like this is bad. And they're just, or do you think it's fucking like really fucking bad? They're not telling us everything.
They're telling you.
Hang on, Dad. All right. Do you think, I'm going to get a little weird right now. Like, do you think there's aliens?
A what?
Do you think that there's a such things as aliens?
I don't believe in it. Do you? Maybe.
Hang on. Me personally, I think there's aliens. I think the government knows about it. I just think they just keep it on the hush hush. I think this could be like a similar thing.
Nah.
Where like, hey, if we tell people like, listen, you've got like 2 months to live, it would be pandemonium.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Nah, I hear you. But the government is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But who knows if it's true or not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They hide. They don't tell you everything 100%.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be in a fucking panic. Like, you know what they said? I mean, this is what Don said. Demian Maia.
Yep, my uncle.
He goes, they want everybody to stay home. Don't leave it. So they're thinking of shutting down the gas stations.
Wow.
I said, what? Yeah, they shut down the gas stations.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Now, well, the deal is that's why they shut down everything. If they shut down everything, where are you going to go?
They said gas is about to drop to $2 a gallon, and then they're going to shut the whole state down.
Yeah, but look at the gas now. I just put gas in I put diesel. It was $2.30 something. I'm like, whoa, holy fuck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but the deal is, even though this is some kind of crisis right now and people are panicking and not spending whatever, if this lasts, let's say, 2 months, and when it breaks, tell you what, the economy and everything else, and people, that saved all that money, it's going to be a lot of money out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you mean? People aren't making money.
No, nobody. Well, not people.
I think a lot of businesses are going to go bankrupt.
Nobody's making nothing right now. It's.
Ready for this, Pop? Your mortgage bill keeps coming. Your bills, or not your mortgage, you're all paid up, but your taxes, whatever. You gotta.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's say there's no gas for cars. How are people going to bring cars to you for you to fix?
No. You're right. I mean, who's going to buy? Who wants to buy a car?
Right. Car dealership's gonna get crushed. You'll get crushed.
No, but what they're trying to do is, if that's what it takes, just have people stay home. You know what I'm saying? But then you see people gouging for gas or stealing gas, and it'd be riots and shit. It'd be fucked up.
Yeah. Well, me and Stan touched on this a little earlier. Like, people kind of freaking out like, yo, this might be the end of the school year. Like, your school year might be over right now. People are like, what? And then I said, like, yo, what the fuck does your school year matter if you're dead? So, hang on. And with that being said, like, what the fuck does your car matter if you're dead? Like, if you're not allowed to live, you know what I mean? But here's another thought that came through my head, like, when you spoke about gas. Gas almost runs the fucking economy. Like the
100%.
government. There's so much money from gas. Like, for them to go, hey guys, you guys can't sell your gas here.
If it keeps on going with all this electric cars and everything else, your kids, their kids, they'll be saying, "What's gas?" Hey, Grandpa, what's gas?
I would like to think so, but the energy has to come from somewhere.
Yeah, but I know, but electric,
Right.
I mean,
but those batteries are. I think there's fossil fuels to build the batteries.
I know that, but still, it's gonna. But once you get that and that little fuel that's in that battery to make it do what it's doing,
right?
What matter? You ain't going to a gas station.
Yeah, but I'm saying right now.
Well, even I saw something that was fucked up today, and even so the gas industry, the oil industry, the airline industry, all these industries, the government is going to put money back into them because of this situation.
Yeah.
Where it's not the money they made, they're going to put back in. Like, they're going to take the loss now. No, we're going to give them more money, which is fucked up. Same as we did with the banks in 2008.
Yeah.
So instead of the banks who made this crazy amount of money putting up the money they made, they're going to go, oh, no, we're showing losses now.
But one thing that I'm going to do with all this bullshit, Pop, is I'm looking to refinance my house.
I won't do that right now.
What do you mean? I'm paying 4.37%. I think I get
how much? 3?
4.3.
Oh, 4.
I think I could probably get a 2.8.
Wow.
Right? That's a no-brainer, no?
No. If you can get that, you save a lot of money.
I mean, come on, Pop.
Fuck yeah.
I got some coin I could throw down on that if I need to.
Well, that's the thing right now. A lot of
but you gotta watch how you spend
change.
your money. You gotta watch how you spend your money.
Dad, I'm making all that goddamn union money. I got a job every day.
Hey, Stan, the union man next to you.
I mean, come on.
Oh yeah, this guy,
Mr. Union Man.
He's essential personnel. He's like, doctors, policemen, me.
Without me, Dad, you don't have lights. How you gonna keep your refrigerator running?
Hey, that's all right. I don't need lights.
You need $240 to keep your food cold.
And
to your refrigerator.
It's so true. Like, even the people buying,
I was saying power.
To him, all the people buying the toilet paper.
I got what's it called? I got the generator for a little while.
You need gas
for a little while. What do you mean? You fucking.
What do you mean?
You know what? You know how you get.
I'll steal the gas.
Yeah. Well, just like you stole the generator. Do you want to tell Stan the story?
I didn't steal it.
Do you want to tell Stan the story, the hypothetical story?
Not really. Not online.
Well, no, it didn't really happen. Just tell us if you were potentially going to steal a generator, how would you steal it?
I didn't know. A friend of mine went. Actually, I think his father. Well, no, he did. And there was around here. There was 20 houses that were out of power and had no electric. So Central Hudson came over there and set up a bunch of generators, and they tied them up to the one pole
in the bushes.
In the bushes somewhere, and then all my friends said, "What the hell is that?" He saw all these generators. that man clipped them all up, threw them in his truck, and you see and as he's clipping them, you see the lights on the houses shut off. I'm like, "You really did that?" He goes, "Yeah." How much you want for it? I don't know. I gave him like $800-900.
A $2,000 generator.
He goes, "Hey, don't say nothing." I go, no shit.
And now you're good to go in a situation like this.
I'm good. We're good to go. We're good to go. How is it over there now? Now, over here is bad. How is it where you guys are?
I tell you what, the commute to work's less. There's no school till April 20th, at least.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, even here, you're a little better up there because there's a little more space, a little less populated. Here, it's pretty, and we're not the city, we're the suburbs, but it's pretty fucked up here right now. So it's way worse than the city.
Right, but everything else, again, all your restaurants and stuff are shut down, right?
Like, Pop, should I go to the gun store right now and buy a gun?
You might have to, because all my guns are loaded.
Everywhere's open till 8 p.m. here, and some places are
Really?
open. Like fast food places are still open till later, but everywhere else is open till 8 p.m.
Now over here, they're not open. I mean, they're open for takeout. So if you went there,
Yeah, you can't go to any restaurant here. You have to get
Yeah,
to
no,
go.
I'm talking open for takeout till 8 p.m.
Okay, yeah. Over here you can take out, and then they don't want you, out until 6 o'clock. After 6
You have a 6 p.m. curfew.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think
But-
we have a curfew
No,
here yet.
no, New York City has a curfew, I think.
Over here, they want nobody. They want everybody off the road.
Yeah, I don't know
At
if we have a
6 o'clock.
curfew yet.
I don't think you got. I don't know. Over here, they just shutting down everything. They don't want. You know what I'm saying? They shutting down everything.
Well, we're heading there, and that's what
I
they
mean-
said in the next 48 hours. It's going to be shelter in place, which they're which is
Oh yeah.
which is
Yeah, but
basically
still
code
it's-
for lockdown or martial law or complete quarantine. They just want people to stay in their house.
Wow. Yeah, but you know what? What's bad is the people that have a regular job. You know what I'm saying?
Like
That,
bartenders or waitresses, right?
Yeah, I'm saying if those people and whatever. I mean, saying, listen, we're shutting down. I gotta lay you off. So I don't know if they can get unemployment or half unemployment. You know what I'm saying? Until things happen. But then again, what about the government stuff?
Yeah.
Like the motor vehicle, are they open? I don't know.
I believe motor vehicles open. Yes.
DMV?
Oh, okay, that's right. They're open, but only so many people can go in at the same time. That's another one.
Yeah, they have lines of people.
Right. So, I mean, it's just weird, man. That's pretty messed up. I never thought it would come to that from some. You know what I'm saying? It's weird.
We're living in crazy times right now, AB.
You know what? I see it get worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Then it gets better and it gets, but like now, this is no joke. Sometimes I take it as a grain of salt, but I'm like, now I'm like being serious. Before I was like, holy shit, kind of goofing around. I ain't goofing around now. Everybody, hey, she went in the grocery store. I go, are you kidding me? There's nothing there. All the chicken, all the meat, and it's nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty much where it's at right now. If you don't go first thing in the morning, you have no chance. So the grocery stores and places, they're filling up first thing in the morning, and then it goes right away.
That's I'm like, wow. I couldn't believe it. And she even says, well, you try to go over there during in the middle of the day. And I did. I go to a couple of, I drive by, and there really ain't that many people there.
Where?
It
At the
used to
grocery
be, you know what I'm
stores.
Yeah.
But they're out of everything.
Then like me, I gassed up all my shit. I got gas, but I don't go nowhere. I just park them. You know what I'm saying? But it's freaking crazy. So they said it could last 3 weeks. It could last a month or two.
No, they're saying like 2 years for them to get a cure.
Huh?
No, they're in. They said we may have a cure by April. We might have a complete complete vaccinated quarantine or complete vaccinated cure for distribution within a year. But then even that, they said we won't even have a vaccine for a year, and then they're saying we already have one.
Right.
And it's currently being
Yeah,
distributed.
but you know what, though? To be honest with you, all these other countries are doing a lot worse than us. Like the deaths so far in I think it's like 5,000 people. You know what I'm saying? Compared to, Japan and those other ones, they got thousands and thousands of people freaking done. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, China and Italy and Iran are the three worst.
They you know what I'm saying? So for us to have I mean, not that it's a shame, but we ain't doing that bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's still
It's
early,
only-
though, for us, no?
No, I know. They said that we'll get it later on. It's going to be probably more. But if they do what they're doing now, quarantine and closing shit down and whatever, it's just they're not fucking around. That's what they're doing. They're just and this if it doesn't spread anymore, then we're okay.
So I asked you before if you were doing anything different about the way you're running your business, and you're not. Are you doing anything different in the way you carry yourself? Because you are in that, you fall in that, that shitty range of people that are getting smoked. You're over 60. You're not the.
Are you talking about my age, son?
Yeah, I am.
I'll whip your ass.
Because how young are you, Pop?
No. That's why I stay home. That's why I'm inside. I keep my house cold.
So one time, my dad his car didn't leave the driveway for 2 weeks.
Oh my God, yeah.
For no reason, just because he didn't.
I had to go in my car to see what's going on.
He just drove. He just went for a ride just one day, just because he's like, damn, I haven't.
He's an introverted cat.
Well, no, it's not that. His shop is right next to his house, and he doesn't have to go. He's got everything he needs right there. His wife gets food. His wife is the hunter and gatherer, and he just provides her with the weapons to do such.
How's my boys doing?
They're doing good, Pop.
Good.
I'm gonna pick them up tomorrow. I gotta plan this weekend around this. I got them coming this weekend.
He went snowboarding or something?
Yeah, I did a little shredding this past weekend. I went up to Massachusetts.
How was it?
Your son's getting really good.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't go to Vermont? You went to Massachusetts?
Yeah, that's where it was.
You should have picked up Dean. He would have went with you.
So Jay said the same thing.
I know. But I know. He said a small remark. Well, you know how your brother is.
Well, no, he said he was going to come here for the Adesanya Yoel Romero fight, and he didn't even call. So, all right.
Who's that?
Dean. You said you were going to come too, but I'm used to that.
Man, where'd you get that from? You're used to that.
Yeah. But, yeah, so. And then me and Jay were getting on his case because, with this whole coronavirus thing, I don't want to leave, so I've been playing more video games.
Well, he can't go nowhere. He was going to go somewhere, right? And what was he going to?
Jay, my younger brother Jay was supposed to go to Australia, right?
Australia. Yeah, he was going to Australia. No. Then he wasn't going to go to Australia.
Netherlands?
He was going to go. Yeah, the Netherlands. Yeah, and then that canceled. Who wants to go on a flight now? You got to be.
Pop,
nuts.
what do you think? What do you think is the order that needs to be put in place to kind of? If you were president of the United States, what would you put in the action?
There's so much, there's so much you can do, and there's so much that people won't want to do. You hear what I'm saying? So
right.
Whatever I'm saying, that's whatever you do is good, and whatever and it's bad. So
do you understand? Do you know what martial law is?
Martial arts?
Law.
The law?
Martial law.
What?
It's like the government can put it in place in a state of emergency, kind of where they can just change laws. For example, like if you leave your house, you're under arrest.
I know that. That's what he said. They're not gonna. You can do that. There's a lot of people ain't gonna like it. The people will like it. You ain't gonna satisfy everybody by doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because someone's always gonna break the fucking law.
Yeah.
So
I heard because Italy's on total lockdown.
If you get like them, if they see you out, you get $100 fine.
Right. I heard Italy has, or I heard Pornhub gave Italy free subscriptions.
I don't know if that was true.
You don't think that's true?
I don't think that was true.
Pornhub is a porn website.
Right.
So I heard on the internet that Pornhub gave residents of Italy free porn.
Pornhub, United States, what's up, bro? We're about to go into complete quarantine. Hook us up.
Funny. Yeah.
I don't know how true it is, but
I don't know if that might have been a meme.
Yeah.
That might have been a meme, but if it was true, United States, we're waiting. We're waiting for our free subscriptions.
Do you know how to use the internet yet, Dad?
Somewhat. Why?
Because there's a ton of porn on there you can watch for free.
I know that. I got a brand new what's it called? computer.
I wonder if Alexa, if you can watch X-rated videos on the Alexa.
No,
Alexa? I don't know about that.
No, when you talk to her, she doesn't. She's very shy.
my dad's home after a few drinks. Alexa, talk dirty to me.
Alexa saying some shit.
Oh, she's talking dirty.
She might be talking dirty. I can't hear her. Or she's gonna play like a '80s rock song.
Alexa,
Dennis,
off.
Dennis, I gotta get going.
All right, Pop.
All right, AB. Glad to see you
Hey,
doing all right.
Nice talking to you guys, and give a hug and kisses to my grandboys.
Yeah, I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah, make sure they're safe.
All right, you got it.
I love you, man.
All right, love you.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Good old AB.
Yeah, I knew AB was gonna bring some great content.
Yeah,
He's just a funny dude.
as of now, we're getting a no-show from Ashley and Gilbert.
Wow. Who needs them when we got AB?
Oh, AB is always money. But yeah, I'm concerned for the world right now. Not because of the actual virus, but how people react to situations like this.
Yeah, I mean, like, for example, like, when I get pulled over, like, it's like, whatever you say, sir. Like, yes, sir, okay, sir, polite. Like, this is kind of one of those things where you gotta be like, well, I've got a right, and I've got a voice, and I've got an opinion. Like, yo, man, you ain't gonna have shit. You're gonna be fucking dead.
Oh, you're saying this is one of those things where you gotta treat it like it's the police and shut the fuck up.
Kind of.
Yeah, 100%.
You know?
I get that. And even where I'm like a conspiracy theorist or a truther, and I just read into everything, and I do information searches on how much data I can pull in.
Rabbit hole? You go into rabbit holes?
I go into rabbit holes to gauge information and make a decision. This, I'm still like, yeah, let's just quarantine a little bit and
feel it out.
Feel it out and just see, give it 2 weeks and see what the numbers look like on the fucking...
Because like I said, I see a lot of shit. You know, everyone's posted on Facebook hard and Instagram. It's all, you know, coronavirus this, coronavirus that. What did people talk about before the coronavirus? I don't know. But
I like that one meme where it's like, it's Corona time.
And that girl licks the toilet.
Oh, my God. That's
shot.
so bad.
Yeah. Chris Wade sent me that meme.
And she's hot, too. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, you know what she does?
She eats ass, that
it's
girl.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucks.
Yeah.
But
I saw the one meme from the Gaines, that one site you turned me on to. He's like, yo, if you eat ass and work out, you're immune to the coronavirus.
Yeah, yeah. And then I saw, like, if you spent, you know, hundreds of hours in this room, it's a wrestling room.
Yep.
You're immune to the coronavirus. I'm, like, I'm straight.
Yeah, I've seen if you drank out of the hose when you were a little kid,
okay,
you're immune to the coronavirus.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
But apparently there is no... Apparently being Puerto Rican, though, is immune to coronavirus, too.
Well, I mean, I got all these good genes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I don't know if I should be, like, cracking down. Like I said before, I don't know if I should be cracking down and just, like, making sure I'm on top of all my vitamins and getting, like almost like I'm trying to get the weight for a fight healthy. Or if I should be like, alcohol kills shit too, right?
It does. Alcohol and saying fuck it in your brain kills shit.
Yeah, but for being honest, they weaken your immune system.
Yeah, but strong mind.
Yeah.
Strong mind overcomes everything.
Do we have any people in the chat? Can we see what people are saying? Because I'll take.
There are some people that aren't saying anything. Let us know, guys. What's your take on the coronavirus? And let's see if anyone says anything. We got Lenny Lucarelli just posted. What's up, my friends?
What's up, Lenny?
Do we call Lenny and get Lenny's take on the coronavirus?
Lenny was over here yesterday. He doesn't give a fuck. Well, I mean, the fuck that Lenny gives is Lenny came over here to work out versus going to the gym. On Monday, he wanted to go to work out at my house versus the gym because
Because of the coronavirus?
Well, no, he just said that in what he saw online, the coronavirus is, the gym's like the shittiest spot to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tuesday he came over.
Well, that was like a real thing, I think, or at least like a real thing in the sense that like they were like, nah, we're closing bars, restaurants, and blah 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 and gyms.
Yeah.
And then people were like, wait, gyms too?
Yeah.
Like, wow. Luckily, Menace has his own gym.
I
down
do
there.
have, and I mean, it's for rent now at this point. I can start doing hourly sessions. I'll have it sanitized in between every person that uses it.
Yeah.
Only 3 people in there at a time. Stan, we could turn this into something.
What? Menace Cave?
Menace Cave,
In its suit?
No, like 3 people can come in, use the equipment. They'll come in through the back door, right? They get an hour session. They can do the workout of the day which I will have written up, or go do their own thing.
Oh, you're saying you let them in without even...
Yeah, I'm not fucking running to workouts and shit.
I like what your dad said. He's like, I got people coming in. I make sure they're 5 feet away from me. They leave their keys in the car, then they leave the check under the mat.
Yeah.
But that's like AB's like a real one. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get his honest assessment on a situation.
Yeah.
So we got it there. He told you should go buy a gun. So.
Yeah, but if he really meant it, he would.
He text you or call you up right now.
Did you hear what he just said though? He's like, "Yeah, get a gun because I got a gun and I got a ton of bullets."
He said they're all loaded right now.
They're all loaded. Like he was gonna go to war with me. That's what I got.
No, I don't think. That's what
Hang
you.
on.
No,
Listen,
that's what he meant.
The Bermudez boys are constantly in competition with each other.
I don't think he meant go to war with you.
He meant like real life Call of Duty between each other.
I think he meant if someone comes and tries to steal my toilet paper, I'm gonna fucking shoot them.
Yeah.
Because that's apparent. Like I said, that's a real thing right now.
Yeah.
And that's the first step. Is I guess people are gonna steal toilet paper. Then the next step is they're gonna start breaking into stores. Then the step after that is coming into homes. And that's when you got to be prepared. We need to get a gun sponsor because that would have fit perfectly right there. And that's when you got to be prepared. And then you got to go into the gun store and get fucking bullets.
Wow.
I got to work on that, actually.
I'm buying a gun right after this show.
Are you?
Yeah.
We got to be done by 8 o'clock, though. So.
All right.
All right. Gilbert said call him in 15 minutes.
Okay.
So.
What Ashley having that?
I don't know. Nothing from Ashley.
15 minutes. How do he pushed it to 7 p.m.?
Ashley playing games. What are you texting
Just
Ashley?
call her. Just full send it.
Ashley gets a little tooty.
My buddy and neighbor, Brandon Christian, said, what if it's a dry run for extraterrestrial disclosure?
What do you mean?
Like what if aliens made this? And it was just like, hey, let's just see how these guys handle this.
Bro, one thing I saw or heard or just saw and kind of made it in my head is like if you look up the statistics, Russia's not really getting it. So maybe Russia created this shit. They, boom, dropped it off in China, fucked up China's economy, knowing that it's going to get dropped off in America because of the fucking way people travel. Yeah. Oh, you're going to fuck up Italy's economy? Boom, we don't give a fuck about Italy. We're Russia. And
now the thing is, so with the presidential elections, approaching, I don't think this was a president thing.
A what thing?
The president elections are kind of approaching.
So you're saying you don't think it was a politically driven thing?
Yeah, people were saying that. Like maybe the government did it to...
I don't think that the actual sickness is politically driven, but I think the way that the media is reacting to it.
For sure.
So the New York Times just fucking die. And I try to play the fence on politics, but the New York Times, Trump can come out and be like, and say exactly what happened. Like, yeah, the fucking microphone was turned a little bit that way and That's how the microphone was. They're going to come out the next day and be like, he clearly had no idea what he was talking about. He's clearly fucking unfit to be the president. Like, they just everything he says. So even, like, Democrats and Republicans right now are kind of still shitting on each other, but they're also kind of working together. So, like, Andrew Cuomo, who's
at this point, yeah.
Cuomo, who's the governor of New York, he'll go on and he'll say, like, oh, yeah, we're working with Trump and we're working with the government and they're doing great things and we're doing good. Then the next sentence he'll say, yeah, well, they haven't reacted well to the whole situation and blah, blah, blah. And then Trump will do the same thing. Like, he'll say, oh, no, this is Obama's fault. This is Democrats' fault and blah, blah, blah. And then the next sentence he'll say, yeah, but we're working with the governor of New York who's a Democrat and everything's going good and we're working with all the Democrats. And, like, it's so fucking crazy that they almost, like, can't get out of. Like, they'll say something real, like, yeah, we're working with them, but then they go, wait a minute, I got to circle back to that, and I got to shit on them a little bit. It's insane.
Like what do you say, a backhanded compliment?
Backhanded compliment. It's insane.
So Dana White tried to put the whole United States on his back.
He tried.
He tried to, like, all right, man, hey, we can't have 250 people in an arena. Who gives a shit? Let's fights will run on an empty.
He's a fucking hero, Dana White.
Yeah, he is.
But, like, even that, like, people shit on Dana White, and people talk about how some people will say he's bad for the sport and whatnot. Nah, he's fucking great for the sport.
I tell you what, if Rich Schaffer comes on,
when, right now?
Like, we got to push Gilbert Burns.
Why? You just texted Rich Schaffer?
I mean, he said, you mean on it or watch it? I'm like, on it. We need Rich Schaffer.
On it.
I need to know.
Are we getting shut down? That's the question, Rich. Are we getting shut down?
He said, call in. I said, can we FaceTime, right?
FaceTime or call in, whatever he's comfortable with. I'm trying to get the page up with statistics right now.
He said call in. So let's...
So yeah, we can get 10-15 with Rich.
What are you doing with this?
Plug this. No, listen to that.
Because, calling my father was kind of me messing around.
Not really. We just wanted an outsider's take on it, if you will.
All right, we're calling Rich Schaffer right now. Hand me another Svesa.
What do you want, a winter or a...
Dennis.
Rich Schaffer, the town of Babylon supervisor. You're on the Menace the Man show.
Stan there?
Stan is here. Say hi, Stan.
How are you, Rich? Welcome to the show.
Thank you, sir.
So we got to have you on again.
In real life.
In real life.
Once this whole thing settles down a little bit, or we can have you in next week and we all just sit 6 feet apart from each other.
Yes, social distancing. I
Hang
have
on.
been advocating it all day.
I would actually love to have. Because I would imagine by next week this isn't going to settle.
No, this is to be prepared for at least a couple of months.
Wow.
That's what they're saying.
So I tried calling you on Sunday. I was driving home from Massachusetts. I had my
Yeah, I saw your name come up, but
right, I understand.
I
had my girlfriend with me, and she has two girlfriends that were riding with us as well. They're both teachers, and they were just the whole way up to Massachusetts, the whole way back talking about it. I was like, man.
About the coronavirus.
Right. So I'm like, you know who I can call right now that could give out real facts is Rich. And I tried to pull like a fucking supercar, like girls, just shut up. Let me answer your questions. I'll call my man. You didn't answer, and I understood. Obviously, like, this has got to be crazy for you right now, right? Your phone's probably off the hook.
Yeah, we spent 2 days in the town. First of all, we shut down everything on the town side, and had to come up with a plan. Workers were concerned about their safety, so we shut down the town. We've come up with scale back operations for the next 2 weeks, and we're going to take it in 2 week increments. But yeah, no, a lot of people are concerned. I think one of the good things is that between the New York State and the federal government, they're getting better information out, so people are starting to feel better knowing that the government is doing what it's supposed to do. The health department's doing what it's supposed to do. And I just watched an interview with somebody who's quarantined out in Santa Mauritius, guy who went in to do his job as a medical supply salesman, went to a conference in Manhattan at the end of February, came home, started feeling sick, didn't realize that he had caught it, and then got tested positive, and he's been under 14-day quarantine. But as he said on the interview, look, it was something that was a problem for me. A couple days breathing, coughing, fever, but I'm better, and I'm going to be better than ever. He's in his 40s, but what we're trying to stress is people are going out and doing things, and they're bringing back. They don't realize they've caught it, and they're
Right.
they may have an older parent living with them, or somebody who's got a compromised immune system, and that's what really we in government are worried about, because we're freaked out by how quickly this thing is spreading, and how it really impacts people. So yeah, we've been busy, and we're just trying to get people to realize that they got to hunker down for the next 2 weeks.
Right.
Stop your regular activities and just hunker down, because you may not be severely impacted by it, but you're going to end up impacting somebody who you love, and you might put in the hospital, and more serious could die.
Yeah. Like I already started planning for this weekend. Like I have my little boys this weekend. I'm like, man, I guess we'll just like paint and just hang out at the house and just play some video games. We're not gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese.
No, God, no.
Well, even I think they might have changed it in the last day or two. But one thing I heard Cuomo say, he was like, so you can't go to places, but one thing we're going to do is we're going to waive the admission to national parks and parks.
State parks, yeah.
Yeah, so they want people to go outside. They don't want people to go indoors.
Right, what they want you to do, don't get cooped up, but also don't go to an organized setting. Like, don't go and bring a bunch of kids to go play a soccer game.
Right.
Like, if you want to take the boys out to, the park and get some air at the beach or whatever, go do that. But don't do organized groups of things, because that's where the transmission takes place.
So don't call LaFleur and be like, hey, let's get the kids together.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. Right. Wow. Definitely not. And you don't want to be, they had a Mel Brooks little ad on now. His son, and Mel Brooks is on the other side of the sliding glass door, and his son's saying, I'm 47. My father, Mel, is 93. If I see him, I can stop by and see him and talk through the glass. But if I'm with him, I could transmit it to him. I may not really have symptoms, but he could get it right away, and it could knock the crap out of him. 93 years old. So that's what we're trying to encourage people, to tell them that that's what we're so concerned about, the spreading.
Right. But I mean, like, how far are we away from martial law?
You're reading too many Facebook posts.
Sorry. Well, I mean.
Well, listen, the governor said today that he's not looking at any sort of, massive quarantines like a San Francisco or some of the actions that they're taking. And I have no idea why they're taking them. But look, if everyone just acts smartly and does what they're supposed to do, you don't need to do something like that.
Yeah, but like I was telling Stan earlier, like, for example, like China's on the descent of this thing, right?
Yeah, they're closing all their hospitals down. They went through the process of the last 3 or 4 months, and that's what's going to happen.
Right.
It's you've heard the term flatten the curve.
Yes.
Stop this from transmitting quickly, but I don't think we're going to be anywhere near that. And I don't think you're going to need to have, Suffolk County is quarantined or Nassau County. I think it's coming down to, and, the county health department knows where some of the hot spots are in the county. Southold in particular has seen a number of cases because there were a number of people infected in very social settings.
Yeah.
A couple of the breweries and workers that were there were affected. So though they know where the hot spots are, but again, it's all a matter of trying to calm that down. So I don't see martial law or massive quarantines or curfews like you're seeing in some of the other cities. And by the way, the cities do it because everybody's on top of one another. So
right. So like New York City's on top has more restrictions than Long Island does, correct?
Yeah, because we're spread out more, and
Right.
everyone would just go to their home and do what they got to do, and again, alter your regular routine for the next couple of weeks. I'm disappointed I don't get to see all you guys at the gym.
Yeah.
For the next 2 weeks.
So like I was saying about China versus the United States, I just feel like, I mean, I don't know, but like in my head, China's like a way more like strict culture than we are here in the United States.
Authoritative.
Right. Where like you're like, hey, don't leave. People are like, fuck you. I'm like Stan was saying earlier, like it's St. Patrick's Day today. Like he knows like a bunch of people like are trying to go out right now and get in a group setting and like get wasted.
And ask them if they've lost their minds, because again, that's great. Why don't you just stay home with your girlfriend or your boyfriend and do whatever you got to do, and not go into that? And that was the disappointment this past Saturday. Bayshore canceled their parade, but if you went to downtown Bayshore, it was almost as if the parade had just been held, and you walked into the aftermath of the parade. So
well, that's something I've seen is, so Trump said he's not going to quarantine New York. Cuomo said he's not going to quarantine New York, but then de Blasio said that he's going to do something called shelter in place.
Yes,
possibly.
Shelter in place. Yep, and that would be, the mayor could do that for the city. And yes, shelter in place would be, you can't go out unless you're going to a grocery store or picking up, medical prescriptions, something necessary. But again, to enforce that is going to take a lot on the part of, the police and people in the city. But yeah, shelter in place. And that's what we should be doing here.
And
yeah,
now
but
that's the city, though, what he's talking about. It would need to go through Bologna and whatnot. It's different than...
Yeah, it would be either the governor doing it for all of New York State or the county executive Bologna doing it for Suffolk County. But based on all the calls that I'm on daily about this with the state and the county, I don't see that happening. I see more stricter rules saying, hey, wake up, everybody, like Dennis is saying. There's a lot of people saying, no, I'm not going to listen to that. But you're going to hear stronger language over the next couple of days. Because again, this is going to go on for the next couple of months.
Right.
All these events have been canceled. All these little league, start of little league seasons. All the things where people are getting together. All this stuff has been canceled and is going to be canceled. So everybody's got to get used to it for the next couple of months if they want to see, Grandpa Sam or Grandma Marie around, because that's who we're trying to protect here. Everyone, if you're not sick and you don't have compromised immunity, or you're not an elder, you can get through this coronavirus. But we're going to have a lot of problems with those people that are, that the virus targets and that can't withstand it as much as maybe the three of us could.
Right.
Yeah. We're looking. We all need to look out now for the people that are more, potentially at risk.
Yeah, stop being a society of just worrying about ourselves. Don't be selfish.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what
Every
in
person.
China, it's like, listen, the
but
kin.
guys like you. Yeah, but let me say, guys like you can tell some of these idiots not to be selfish. Right. I've seen you do it before, and I know you can do it again. I mean, we got to find the balance between China and the authoritative government that they've got, and just using common sense and calling people out. I've called a bunch of people out. I called my niece out over the weekend. Oh, right. Where were you? I was in Patchogue. What are you kidding me? Your father's got some lung issues. You want to kill him? Right. What? Don't kill him? I'm not going to kill him. Yeah, you're going to kill him.
Something that's definitely prevalent in New York and the United States, from my experiences, is everyone has only person in the world syndrome. Like, I'm the only person that matters. Well, not really. And this disease, if they're saying it spreads the way it spreads, shows that you can't be that way.
Right.
No, it's gonna highlight the idiots who have that syndrome. Stan, you're exactly right. And
So
like I said, my niece, she got all upset and started crying. I'm like, I don't care if you're crying. You're an idiot. Just
yeah,
graduated college and you're out doing this.
right.
So
Yeah.
pretty much the way I see it is in Suffolk County in the state of New York, Rich Schaffer's like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, he's pretty.
If Rich Schaffer said so, that's the way it is. You'll get the kick and the stunner. So, Rich, what should people do? They should just stay indoors.
Keep your circle super small.
Keep your circle super small.
Immediate family, maybe
Yep.
a significant other. That's
Yep.
it.
Yep, absolutely.
Stan, you gotta go.
Stan's got to leave the studio there.
Yeah.
You got to you got to hunker down. You got to make sure that that you're staying healthy and doing all the things you're supposed to do for personal hygiene, but also making sure that you're not spreading it, you're not contributing to the spread. And if you could limit your exposure to society in a great way, even I mean, I'm in politics and government, and I'm seeing a million people all day long.
Right.
I'm like locked down. I'm literally just dealing with my staff, 6 feet away, putting all these provisions in place.
You probably love it.
Love what?
Like, hey, stay over there.
Love being left alone.
Yeah, but your phone's on nonstop vibrate.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Oh yeah. The phone and the emails are crazy, and so, but everyone's just got to hunker down and get, like, I'll use the term, shelter in place.
So something we would like to do, if we can, is keep doing our podcast in these tough times and kind of give people that feel of normalcy, if you will.
Yes, that's the best thing you guys could do. Absolutely.
So even if we can, Rich, if we can get you again next week, and let's get you once a week until this thing clears up, just to give us some updates and give us some, obviously, a smarter mind, someone heavily involved in it and whatnot.
Yep, absolutely. Be happy to do it. You guys are doing a good thing.
Trying.
No, I know you are. You got big hearts, and you're trying to do the right thing.
Hey, how much toilet paper you got? I got 4 rolls in the closet.
I'm not giving that info away. I don't want anybody coming by.
But all right, like if I give you a text on the side, maybe you leave a couple out.
I'll fill you in. No problem.
Right, thanks, dude.
Gotcha.
All right, Rich, you're the man.
Thanks, guys.
We'll let you get back to your. I'm sure you have endless duty and endless things to tackle right now. You're probably dealing with a lot. Thank you for the time, joining us, giving us some info.
Yep. And we'll do it. And we'll do it next week too. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
That was awesome.
Oh my God, that was amazing. That's a high.
We got some high input.
That's a high-ranking government official.
Yeah.
He's one of the top politicians in the state of New York. That was what you were hoping for on the car ride the other night.
Yes. Yeah.
And then when he didn't answer, you probably like, yeah, he's just busy. He's just busy.
Hang on. So realistically, me going snowboarding was kind of dumb, I guess.
Yeah, but once you,
I didn't get. You know what? I was outdoors. I was pretty far from people.
And that's different. Yeah, you weren't in unless you were maybe the bar or something.
I did go into a bar.
Okay.
Which
could have been catastrophic. Let's see what we got if we get Gilbert here. Oh, we got him. Gilbert.
What's up?
If you go long ways, you can get both of us.
Nice.
He doesn't speak English, dude.
Turn your phone. There we go.
Que pasa?
What's up?
What's up, dude? Gilbert, your fight last weekend was awesome.
Thank you.
Dude, that was so sick. Because the thing is the stand-up game, I'm like, yo, Gilbert got him all day. And then he never changed his game plan with like, hey, Gilbert Burns is a world champion jiu-jitsu guy, but he thought he was better. And so he stuck to his old school, what got him to where he's been, trying to take you down. He got a few takedowns, and when I watched the scramble, I was like, holy shit. That was so fun to watch.
No, that was cool. So I kind of get too nervous, to be honest, in the beginning. No crowd. That thing was awkward. And
it's just like training, though, no?
Well, no. Even when he had your back, even the commentators were like, oh, no, see, he's got him. And then Gilbert shook him off.
Yeah, but it was I don't know. I was extra nervous for this fight. Like, I don't know, the empty arena, the whole thing, like, until the warm-up was great. I warm up nice, like, my perfect warm-up. Vicente was there, Henry, Daniel, my brother, so everything was cool. And then when we need to do the walkout, I was freaking walk on that thing, and I was hearing nothing. And there was so silence that's weird. No, way too silent. And we walked.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, for me and you, it's out because I fought in the Ultimate Fighter where
I was gonna say that's the only other time they've had it.
Yeah, but I train in the same spot we fight.
But you fought in an empty arena, Jimmy Rivera.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they said it on the broadcast. This fight was the first time that they had an empty arena, not the Ultimate Fighter, an empty arena.
Yeah, the fight to get in the house was an empty arena. Why is it echoing like this?
I don't know.
But I mean, it didn't change anything for me though.
Because I be on the tough Brazil. On the tough Brazil, I was one of the coach, but the tough the setup on the thing was small. That thing was a freaking huge arena, and nobody was there. I got a little extra nervous, but okay, we got the fight. And I was okay, we're going. And we got to the fight. I was a little kind of watching him a little bit. As soon as he punched me, I said, oh, okay, we fighting, no problem, okay. But I kind of felt he super slow, like. And then I get relaxed, and then I remember clear. I was about to throw a right hand, and then boom, he got a nice timing, double leg, took me down. Boom, I scramble up a little bit, then he come again, put me against the cage. But I was training a lot with Logan Storley. That was like the main guy, Logan Storley, Camaro, and Tyler Ray.
Yeah.
Those guys are monsters, like freaking strong. And plus my brother and Wagner Rocha doing the jiu-jitsu. So when he got to my back, I was, oh, okay, not that.
Because he was over your chin, right?
On the beginning, not. But he came and he get a seatbelt, but I was like, okay, that guy's not that strong. And then when he jumped over my back, that was even better. I said, oh, okay, he's not even that heavy. And then I was just kind of able to shake him off a little bit, re-roll. And then I took one hook, and I was ready to a crazy transition. I was like, okay, now he's gonna put the other hook, change the side, started like thinking on jiu-jitsu. As soon as I took the hook, it took so long to change position, so I was able to put my hips on the floor, and I would say, okay, I'm gone. And then he took so much to mount, I think the transition was super slow. As soon as he went to mount, I said, okay, just now, I was going deep half, underhand, and then, okay, I'm out.
Yeah, you bucked him and you went out the back door.
Boom, and then I'm out. And then
you did that to him twice.
Yes, twice. And then I was like, oh, okay, that guy's not, he's a high level jiu-jitsu, but the transitions are not quick. They're not like.
He's slow and methodical.
Yeah, he's very technical, but very, very slow. Like, and I thought he was way stronger because when I saw, even the fight started, and I saw he's low on my mind, okay, but he might be very, very strong. because he's super slow. And then on the transition, I felt he's super slow, and then I feel he's strong at all. I was like, okay, I'm out. That's my fight. When I
So
was,
do you think when people fight him, they're like, he's so good at jiu-jitsu that they second guess
yes,
their own stuff?
yes, they do. They freeze. They freeze. And to be
Because
honest,
Gilbert, I've gone with you. I'm like, man, he's so good at jiu-jitsu that if I do this, he's gonna I don't know what he's gonna do. So I'm like, ah.
I was as soon as he touched me and he hugged me, I was relaxed. I said, okay. But I was because I was just on my mind. On my mind, I was like, man, that guy might be freaking strong with the isometric holding. He gonna hold on me like as soon as he hold it, I make emotion on my mind. Just
Yeah.
just be ready if the worst come. And then when he comes, I say, oh, okay, we out of that thing, no problem.
Because before you got into MMA, he was already fighting.
Yeah, for sure.
He was someone you looked up to and were like, man, I want to be like that guy.
100. Oh, so I have like I have five bigger titles in jiu-jitsu. I was Brazilian national champion 2010, just counting as a black belt, not the other belts, but black belt Brazilian national 2010, the World Pro in Abu Dhabi 2010, World No Gi 2010. That was those bigs in 2010. 2011 was a Gi World Champion. In 2013, no Gi World Champion. Then I got second place 2015 on ADCC. But I started to get on the highest level in Jiu-Jitsu in 2010. That was the same year he fought Anderson Silva.
Right.
Yeah, crazy that. But another thing that I think was key on this fight was those grappling matches that I'm doing because I'm fighting those like Fred Jones, Jake Shields, all these guys. Then I feel the current highest level. And when I fought a guy that has a very good jiu-jitsu, but he's not current competing, testing himself, like the level is just different.
Right.
And as soon as we come up, that last hook I did the day of the fight on the warm up, and I did on the warm up, and I did a couple times, and that was just on point. And even Harry pointed and say, "You're gonna land that left hook. As soon as we just did a little block with two hands, and just count the boof." He said.
Because I thought that's the way you were going to win was knockout.
On the feet.
I didn't think it was going to be like that, though.
Yeah.
I was like...
Me too. I thought it would be like... I was being honest, I was thinking on 3 rounds, he's getting super tired, then I knock him down, and then I finish with a TKO, or maybe submission in the 3rd round, because he will be super tired, but I didn't feel it would be 1st round knockout, but Henry said it, if you land that hand, he's going down. I don't care 1st round, 2nd round, he's going down if you land that hand.
Yeah, because Demian has shown throughout the years he has a chin.
Yeah.
The thing too is the key. Another key of this fight was a lot of people knocked him down before, Woodley, Kamaru, everybody, but they don't follow up on the guard. They kind of they stay there a little bit, they come up, and I said that before. If I knock him down, I'm gonna jump on that guard and nothing gonna happen on me, not on me that I'm jumping the guard.
Yeah, but he was not home when you hit him and then you went like this. Then they're like still on. You're like, all right, pass guard, fucking Donkey Kong on his ass. He was not home, which other dudes would be like, all right, get up, and they give him time to collect himself.
Yeah, they have 3 stops, get in the middle, stop, and then he goes slowing down, recover a little bit, cover up, then. But as soon as he landed, bro, like I heard, we had no crowd. As soon as his body just blew, went up, down, and his head like hit the canvas so hard that's why over, he's done. But the referee thought about to stop it, but he didn't. So I felt bad, but I gotta finish the fight.
Yeah, I saw that. You almost didn't want to follow up.
No, I didn't. I just want to walk off, and that's it.
Understandable though, but huge win, and now you're in that. What'd they put you up at number 6, right?
Yeah, I don't know why it's supposed to be 5, but I beat the guy in Warner Bar Thompson gets the advantage. I don't know.
He's got more followers. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, he's pretty much. But yeah, I think I'm right there. To be honest, if we talk about rankings, the ranking is crazy. We cannot control, but all these guys, especially like the champ Kamaru, he didn't finish Maya. Tyron Woodley didn't finish Maya. Maj
Colby Covington didn't.
didn't finish, and Maya beats Masvidal. You know, and I go there, knock the guy out with the 1 round, and then he got my back, escape it, got back up, boom, finish. I'm right there.
You know what I want to see? After the fight, you called out Colby Covington. I want to
Yeah.
see Masvidal versus Gilbert Burns.
I like that too. Any day, all day.
Any of them.
But who's a better motherfucker than Gilbert Burns? He fights everybody. He'll fight anybody.
Yeah, and people don't know that fight with Tyron Woodley was like that to close.
Did he ever answer you?
No, if they had a venue, they would be fighting.
If they had venue, that I was the guy. But it was in the middle of negotiation. But the president spoke after that speech, bro. Everything was canceled. I was like, it will be a nice payday. I was so
Because
happy.
that would take you to number 1 or number 2.
If
Yeah,
he wins it, number 2, number 1.
Tyron Woodley was number 1. So how crazy was my head yesterday? I just got back from Brazil, and I was resting a little bit, and I said, okay, I'm about to training. And I called Henry, hey, we got to train tonight. That fight might be done. He said, just confirm. If you confirm, you come and train. You're going to have a couple guys you grapple, you do the pads. I said, okay, done. And then Ali called me, hey, the negotiations are going good. You're going to make that much money. I said, okay, that much, let's go right now. Everything was going good, and then RDA kind of jumped in the conversation, Kobe. But I have all the medicals. I was clean after the fight. Everything was perfect. I was ready to go. I won it. I called.
You're the best candidate.
Yeah, I was right there. I said, bro, and I had a camp. Like, Tyron Woodley on the beginning, he wanted to get RDA. That they had no camp. Kobe, that had no camp. And they kind of scary because I had the camp and I just finished Maya. So they were kind of,
He didn't want that smoke.
want that smoke. But Dana liked it. Sean Shelby liked it. Ali was putting pressure. So we were right there. But they canceled everything. So he's okay because I fought. You know, it's still okay because
You
I
made
fought.
money.
Yeah, I made it. So I'm super sad with the guys that didn't fight, especially those guys that were here. Daniel Roberts. Look at Vicente. He was in Brazil. Vicente was wow. He was looking different level to fight. Randy Brown on the UFC Portland. Derek Grosso was training. That's the guys that I know. And I have a lot of guys that I don't know. They were training too. They were getting prepared. And the fight got canceled. So I'm very sad for these guys. And I'm lucky and I'm blessed that I performed. You know, even with all that craziness, I was able to fight and perform my best.
I was really hoping that fight was going to happen. You versus Woodley is a great battle.
Me too, bro. With the full camp, the way I'm feeling right now, so I was out of the plane. I jumped on the scale. I was 187. I was like, wow, that I can make that weight so quick. So I'm just gonna train a little bit, 3-4 days. I'll be up to 182, 181. Boom, cut that weight, got back. Let's go. I was like, let's go, but it is what it is.
And even like you beat Woodley, you're fighting for a title. But same as Maia, you beat Maia, you're fighting for a title soon.
Yes, I believe so. Now it just, and the thing is, I'm not gonna be hiding. I want to fight. As soon as that craziness goes down, you see me fighting. I want to fight again. I want to grapple. I want to stay busy. That availability to fight and the will to compete that brought me where I am today. So I'm not gonna stop none of that. I'm gonna stay busy training and I want to fight. Well, for sure now gonna make sense. I'm not gonna fight a guy that is not in the rank. I'm not gonna fight the guy.
Right.
And that makes sense, but I want to fight.
No, you're right there now. Your next fight should be either Covington, Woodley, Leon Edwards. Who else is up there?
Masvidal.
Or I honestly think it should be Masvidal.
I like it. I like it. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah. The thing is, though, they want to keep Masvidal as a money guy.
Yeah, I think Masvidal gonna fight tomorrow. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And with Tyron Woodley now, they might. I don't know. I just think they might switch. They might do Tyron Woodley and Colby. That's what I think they're gonna do. Even that doesn't make so much sense, but I think that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, Woodley said he only wants to fight Covington now.
Yeah, but he just lost. He cannot choose. He just get beat up. So shut the fuck up and fight. You know, he just lost. He just get beat.
Right.
If you winning, okay, you can maybe choose, but you just get beat up bad, bro. And your title defense, okay, he beat Darren too, but before that, remember the fight with Maia? That was ugly. The fight was
Boring.
the fight with Wonderboy was ugly too. Come on, you former champ, but come on, we gotta see that Tyron, that hungry Tyron Woodley, not these Tyron Woodley that were being seen. He's not in a position to keep choosing like that. But I still believe UFC might give him Kobe. If they give him Leon Edwards again, I want Kobe. If they give Kobe to him, I want Leon Edwards. I think that would make more sense.
Because how many wins are you on right now?
5.
5 win streaks in that division's insane.
Yeah.
3 on welterweight, but 2 on lightweight, 2 on welterweight.
I don't give a fuck.
2 of those was short notice. And the only one with the camp, I just knocked the number 5 out in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Now, so Kamaru's your training buddy. He's your friend. At what point would you guys ever potentially fight?
Just for the title, just
Because you have kids, he's got kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you guys fight each other now for free.
Yeah, I like the guy a lot, and even if he really fights Masvidal, I will help him, no problem. If
Yes.
let's say if I fight Kobe,
Right.
I will ask him to help me for sure. But I don't know when I think one day we're gonna get on that point. We never had that conversation, but we might keep training with the same place. I don't know how we're gonna do with the coach. I don't know how who's gonna corner each other, but I think that's a good problem for the coach and for the team having the guys fighting. But I don't know. It's gonna be weird, but
It is weird.
I like the guy a lot, but I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good problem to have, though.
Oh, yeah, great problem to have.
That means you're getting good training. He's getting good training.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are at a good gym. That's a good problem.
To be honest, I think I don't know, but I guess we freaking gonna keep training the way we train. We're gonna maybe spark a couple days. I don't know.
In all reality, both you guys have to run through the division before that fight happens.
Yes, that's
You have to beat up 1 through 5. He has to beat up 1 through 5, and then hey, there's nobody else. You two have to fight each other. But you know,
that's what is in my head right now. Gotta feel the presence right now. So we gotta beat maybe 1 or 2 more guys. We gotta keep winning. I think we both will. Eventually, we get in there. When we get there, we solve the problem. We cannot solve the problem right now.
Right. Because I mean, the fight game is very unforgiving.
Yeah.
You know, he just had to slip up for 1 second and the title is gone.
Yeah.
And then you could step in it, or vice versa. You slip up for 1 second, that your title potential's gone.
Yeah, and I like the guy a lot. That I hope not. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope
Yes.
And I don't know when we get there. We see. I don't know, but I hope and I believe he's gonna keep winning. He can beat.
I agree.
I think Masvidal is an easy matchup for him. If they put him Kobe, I think he'll beat Kobe again. If Tyron Woodley, I think he beat Tyron Woodley again.
Yeah, man. So how is coronavirus? You're in Brazil now?
No, I'm back. They flew me back. I'm supposed to come back on Monday. But that fight with Tyron Woodley was that real that UFC put my they changed my flight to come back on Sunday night.
You're in Florida.
Yeah, I'm Florida.
Okay. So, how is Florida with the coronavirus?
Crazy, crazy. And we have a lot of hurricanes, and I thought people were a little bit more ready, but all chaos. No schools, no supermarkets, empty. Tomorrow, I live in Boca Raton. Tomorrow, the Boca City is all closed. Parks are closed. The beaches are closed. They're shutting down everything.
Beach is closed.
Yeah, beach closed. Parks are closed. No more than 10 people allowed on the places. So they shut everything down by tomorrow here in Boca Raton.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. You saw they shut down all the Florida beaches except for Clearwater, and then everyone went to Clearwater.
No, I'm not going. I'm staying.
Yeah, no, people are crazy. You got kids, you got a family, you got to keep them safe in this time.
Yeah, they're gonna stay here. The good things, I'm blessed that like before I perform, I got a bonus. I stay relaxed with the family. We just talk a lot of food, a lot of things that we might need, and I gotta keep the family safe. And I still get in my small gym in my garage. This week I'm off. Next week I'm back in training. A couple of guys might come help me, but I'm not gonna change my routine so much. I'm still gonna get my training done.
Oh, 100%. And so, if gun to your head, who's Gilbert Burns want to fight next? Is it? I know it's usually anybody. You called out Colby, and then the whole situation happened with Woodley. Is it Woodley or Colby? Who do you want next?
If I could choose, I would choose Kobe. That would be Kobe number one, Tyron Woodley number two, Masvidal number three, and we're gonna keep going. But yeah, those are my picks.
Well, even so, Usman and Masvidal, that's probably happening in July.
Yep.
So you want to fight before then, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
When you want to fight again?
Especially right now with
Tomorrow?
all this coronavirus, all that thing, they cancel a lot of fights. I don't know if they might come back with the same main event. I don't know. Those guys gonna keep available to fight. I'm gonna keep training. If they need a main event, as soon as that craziness goes out, I'll be right here.
And now, I don't know what the numbers are, but Brazilians don't catch the coronavirus, do they?
They do. Brazil's getting crazy too. Yeah.
They do got it there?
That was empty. Yeah, a lot.
I was going to say, because so far, Puerto Ricans aren't really catching the coronavirus. That's why Menace thinks he's good.
I don't.
Yeah. In Brazil, they catch. They have a lot of numbers in Brazil. Crazy too.
Oh, man.
Stan's definitely gonna get it.
I'm probably getting it. I'm white.
Yeah, but I'll save you, Stan.
Will you? Well, you know what they're saying? They're saying that they're going to give it to you and then take it out of you, and you're going to become immune to it. Then they're going to take your blood that's immune to it with the vaccine and then inject it in me.
For real?
That's how they're doing it.
No.
Yeah, that's how they make vaccines, yeah.
That's wild.
Crazy.
Well, glad to hear you're doing okay down there, Gilbert. We're very happy here at Menace and the Man. You got that recent win. We knew you were going to do it. We figured you were going to knock him out.
It was just so fun to watch.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, and then I had his whole game. I remember helping Ryan LaFleur when Ryan LaFleur fought Demian. I helped Kamaru and Kamaru fought Demian. So I had a lot of tape. I saw a lot of tape before he studied for myself. I studied for two guys, and I watched a lot of his fights. I kind of had the whole game already, you know.
Did you text Ryan LaFleur?
What? You do what?
Did you text Ryan LaFleur?
No, he texted me. He is congrats, blah, blah, blah. I'll revenge you, motherfucker.
Well, like we had you on last time, and Menace said, after you beat Demian Maia, you got to text Ryan and be like, yo, that's how it's done.
He texted me first. I was going to, but he texted me first.
Even Kamaru, you can be like, yo, see what I did there? That's what you should have did.
Kamaru gives me a lot of tips on the fight. Say, yeah, you're going to put him super slow, but he's still going to catch you, blah, blah, blah. was good. He helped me through a lot of good sessions we have. Good conversation. He was a strong point too.
That's the best. Getting ready to fight someone you train with has already fought them. That's
Yeah.
the best.
Your coach has already scouted him.
Yeah.
Your teammate already scouted him. Absolutely. You already scouted him, probably emulated him in training.
That's why Dominic Cruz cannot beat alpha male guy.
Always beats an alpha male guy.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
But not Cody. But that was it. I remember when Kamaru fought Demian Chile, I was there. I cornered Vicente Luque, but right after I got back, locker room, and I was warming up with Kamaru, doing a lot of rounds, doing a lot of reps, and I was in the front row watching the fight and seeing. So I was getting ready for that fight a long time ago already.
And at the time, you were 155.
Yeah, I was a middleweight already. I was a welterweight, but I was cutting crazy to lightweight. But I was a welterweight already.
Yeah.
So what do you walk at?
Now I'm still a little light because
190.
I'm getting close to 190. I guess 188, 189, 190.
Oh, so 155 was tough.
Yeah.
Extremely tough.
Yeah, no more of that. Stay at 170. You're crushing it at 170.
Yeah, it's too better with 170. Way better.
Because I'd be getting ready for fighting a 145. This motherfucker would be like 185. I'm like, but you're only one weight class bigger than me.
10 pounds. Yeah,
Same thing. Yeah, when I would spar with Rafael
Dos Anjos.
Dos Anjos. I'm like, yo, dude, he's huge. And they're like, no, he's only one weight class bigger. I'm like, no, he's not. He's fucking huge.
I was sparring Luke back then when we were there. I was so big that I was sparring Rockhold. I was too big.
Yeah, like you could never fight at welterweight.
Yeah, I could.
You could, but you wouldn't want to.
No, hang on. I could definitely win fights at welterweight in the UFC.
Who? Tell me, guy. Who?
Hang on. I'm not saying in the top 5. I'm saying at welterweight, I could win a fight.
Yeah, I know some guys.
That guy, Mick. What's that guy?
I don't know.
name?
Give me a roster. I'm like, yeah, that fucking guy. Number fucking, 45.
That big guy that fought in Australia, Mick Mill.
Meek Mill?
Yeah, you want to fight that guy?
All right, that's a good fight for Menace when he returns.
Oh, Lord.
But even Gilbert, with the whole coronavirus, we had to cancel our April 11th event, and now Vicente's fight's canceled April as well, right?
Yeah.
Or postponed.
Yeah, so when you guys fight, don't put it on the same day, and I'm in.
Yeah, so now we're looking for a new date. We might do the end of May if all this stuff clears up. You're still our matchmaker, and hopefully we can get you to come out and grapple this next time.
Let's do it. I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, so we'll be in touch, Gilbert. Congratulations again on the win.
Thank you, guys.
Keep the family safe, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
All right, take it easy, brother.
Man, wild.
What's wild?
Hopefully our audio wasn't shit there.
I feel like whenever we talk to Gilbert, his audio is kind of shitty. You know what it was? I think he had someone in the background making noise, and where the phone was, they were close by the phone.
Like, it seemed like we were returning on his phone, and it was coming back to us.
Yeah. I started lowering and higher in his audio during it.
I saw you. You did a shitty job.
Did I?
I saw you trying.
There was only so much I could do.
No, that's what matters. You tried.
I think I did an alright job. You know what it is? The video will have shitty audio, but then when you transfer over the audio, it goes to like a normalization thing where it'll take those high pitches out. Yeah. But episode 69, we'll wrap this bitch up.
Yeah. I mean, we talked a lot about coronavirus.
I mean, I didn't want to, and then that's just where we went. I blame Gilbert for showing up 45 minutes late and Ashley for no showing us.
So real quick,
because I wanted to go MMA.
Yeah, we could real quick hit the MMA. So Dana White came out and was just like, hey, he tried to put the sports industry on his back and make it all fighting, which I think would have been awesome for MMA and would have brought a fucking shit ton of new fans
I think he's still gonna do it.
for until they allow it.
Bro, he claims Khabib Tony is happening. He'll find
He'll fight in his backyard.
He said I'll find Vegas, they won't let it happen. He said he'll find a country or something. And then I saw someone post like, yo, just charter a fucking yacht or take out Lorenzo's yacht
that
or something.
would be sick.
That would be amazing. Take it into international water and just fucking.
That would be sick. Where like there's no internet, so he gotta wait till they come back for it to be live.
At this point, fifth time. As far as we know, fifth time, it could be the sixth or seventh time that Khabib and Ferguson have tentatively been scheduled to fight. It's definitely the fifth time. Just make the fight happen.
I think Khabib mauls him. I know everybody else saying different. I'm just like, hey, I don't think he has a chance.
I got Tony.
Can we put money down in person on this?
I think Tony gives him his first L.
$100?
I'll take a $100 bet.
Okay.
I think Tony gives him his first L.
No chance.
I think cardio and just the. So here's the thing too. Even like Gilbert Burns, if you put Gilbert Burns against Khabib, it's a more interesting matchup
my gosh.
than the people Khabib has faced so far. So RDA, he's not a guy off his back. He's a top guy.
Yeah.
Whoever else he's fought, let's get up the list. He's not fighting guys that are
Conor
good
McGregor?
off their back. Conor
Conor
McGregor.
McGregor's not good off his back?
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
Is he?
That's a joke.
He's not bad. I'm not being honest. He's not
But
bad.
He's also not known for it either. So.
Yeah. And there's not even guys at 55 that are really who's at Charles Oliveira, but is Charles Oliveira there?
I mean, after that,
Dustin Poirier could be known off his back a little bit. Ally Quinta could be known off his back a little bit, but is that where they're specialists?
no.
Al's better on top. Dustin's better on top. They're both better on the feet. Connor's a stand-up fighter. Edson Barbosa's a stand-up fighter. Michael Johnson's a stand-up fighter with a wrestling background. Daryl Horcher, I don't even know what the fuck
I
he
used
does.
to train with him.
Daryl Horcher?
Yeah.
In PA?
He's lefty.
Southpaw, yeah.
Yeah. That was his debut.
Yeah, tough debut. And that was him filling in for Ferguson.
Oh, was it?
Him filling in for somebody. I want to say Ferguson.
Well, he was fighting for, what's the Jersey promotion we go to a lot? CFFC?
Yeah.
He was the CFFC lightweight champion, and he was knocking fools out because he's a weird lefty. He hits pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, all right, here. And at the time, Khabib wasn't the champion.
Yeah, no, it was Ferguson. It was supposed to be Khabib versus Ferguson. And Ferguson
At the time, Khabib wasn't the champion either.
Ferguson pulled out because of a lung issue, not coronavirus. Pat Healy's a top grappler. Abel Trujillo's a high-level wrestler, but a top guy. Thiago Tavares is more of a striker, even though he does have a jiu-jitsu background. And then Gleason Tebow is a jiu-jitsu guy with good striking who gave him problems.
We should have asked Gilbert if he would drop down to 155.
I
fight.
wanted to ask Gilbert, but then the audio was actually killing me, so I almost wanted to just get him off the phone.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask him, who do you think's going to win with Khabib Ferguson? He probably would have said Khabib. They have the same manager. Same manager.
And see if that was a potential fight. Like, would he Usman or Khabib? Who would you fight first? That was a good question.
That was a good one.
Ah,
Fuck.
only if we were like awesome real journalists.
Yo, we're not. We're not. Like, even that's something. One thing. Yo, you know who we
Getting
need?
better.
We need to get Mayhem on the show.
I
I need you to send that out again because even
I've been hitting him up
he'd come on with the coronavirus. He don't give a fuck. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He now does a show
with Jason Ellis.
maybe with Adam Hunter.
He's probably doing multiple.
He might be doing multiple shows.
1,000%.
So he does a show now. He always sits in with Adam Hunter, who does MMA Roasted, and they had Colby Covington on, and they were talking about. Oh, I forgot what I was even going to go with.
What was he saying? What did he say to Colby Covington?
No, they get along. They're cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see him be like, I'll fuck you up.
Nah, he's cool with him. And then he says funny shit. He's like, you know what? I almost want to hate you just because you seem like an asshole and your political views and whatnot, but I fucking love this guy. Yeah. Oh, but what was I going to say there? It was something Khabib Tony related, but I forgot.
You know what? I'm going to send him.
Bro, you know who else I wanted to hit you up and be like,
I'm going to send him a video. I'm going to send it to him on Snapchat. I'm going to text it to him.
Tag him 6 different ways.
And I'm going to put it on Instagram. And you're going to snip this and hit him on there too.
Do you know who else I want to do that with? Because I thought even right now would have been the perfect time.
Who?
Dana.
Oh, yeah. Mayhem. It's your favorite fighter from The Ultimate Fighter Season 14.
Favorite fighter ever.
Yeah. Mayhem versus Bisping. I'm on the Menace and the Man Show right now. We're live. We need to have you on, big dog. Come on. I don't ask for much. We gotta, I just want to talk to you.
We need some
doing
mayhem.
all these other talk shows with lesser people, even though the people you're doing with are fucking awesome. But, me and you.
Jason Ellis and Adam Hunter are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are they're actually.
They're not.
They're better than me. But have they ever sat in underwear that you bought for them with a chew banger in while they cut weight together for hours, weeks at a time?
Did they nickname Kamaru Usman?
Yeah. Did they give Kamaru Usman the nickname Kush? You're about to get hit with this from every angle. I'll see you shortly.
Bro, that's how you got to do it sometimes. Even I almost was going to be like, because I even wanted to go light today, and that I was going to go Ashley and Gilbert, and I reached out to Bilal, because like I said, I wanted to almost hit up Bilal's in Chicago, Ashley's in California, Gilbert's in Florida. I wanted to almost be like, yo, how's the coronavirus affecting you?
Hit the country in different angles.
Absolutely. That was the goal. Bilal was training. They are still trying to put UFC 249 on. Ashley was training. She's still hoping to get rebooked in the next couple weeks. You know that racket. Yep. It's almost like you.
You motherfucker! The video's gonna be shorter than 60 seconds.
Why? How long was that video?
1:05.
For what? Snapchat?
No, I don't think Mayhem checks Snapchat.
I feel like he's an Instagram, Twitter guy.
I try to put on Instagram. It's 1:06.
Where'd you talk to him last? Twitter?
Oh, you know what? He's watched recently my March 3rd.
Bro, he's definitely a fan. You were the guy on his team.
Yeah, you have no. Me and him had this
Bro, I know. I've heard
we were
stories from
boys.
you. Yeah, a million
Yeah.
percent. And then he went through his own shit and disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, what did he say? Oh, I can't remember. He said, I got to watch the interview again. He said something while he was on that. Oh, Ali Abdelaziz. He was like, I went to jail and I come out of jail and all of a sudden this Ali Abdelaziz character is like a guy in the business, like a big name. He's like, he sounds like a terrorist to me. I was like, oh, shit. But hopefully this coronavirus doesn't take out the world. Oh, but even we had the legend, Rich Schaffer, on. Shelter in Place is what it's called. So come tomorrow.
All right, so in all honesty, just try not to hang out with as many people. So, I'm going to, throughout this next month, I'm going to hang out with you.
Well, here's something I was going to say.
My kids, my coworkers, my lady, and that's it.
What are we at? We're at about 3 feet. We need to be at 6, 5 to 6.
Get that off me.
We're at about 3 feet.
Here's what I'm gonna do on Instagram. I'm gonna put it on my story. Fuck it.
It seems like that's the best way to catch people, apparently. Because it almost gives you that update of like your story on Instagram. But man, so like you were saying, Dana White tried to be the savior. Let's try to get him for next week. And even if I got to set it up to where you're here and I'm home and I'm FaceTiming you and we're Skyping somebody else, or I'm Skyping you and we're FaceTiming somebody else, we'll figure that shit out.
What's his Instagram though? He changed it. It's like Mayhem's back or some shit.
Oh, I don't know. I don't follow Mayhem like that. But don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Mayhem fan.
Because he got shut down. And then...
You know who probably has some great...
Go to...
I have the only Mayhem.
On Instagram?
No, and that's a drag queen.
Oh, nice cover up.
And then I have Mayhem Miller.
Mayhem Miller.
There's 45.8 thousand followers. But he hasn't posted in 2017.
Go to Jason Ellis.
Then I have It's the Only Mayhem.
Can you go to Jason Ellis?
Jason Ellis. We need to get him on the show sometime. I'm a big fan of what he does as well.
Might be like Mayhem for... I think I definitely follow his new...
So myself and Jason Miller started a combat sports podcast only on SoundCloud.
What's it?
That was March 6th.
Yeah.
I don't see a tag of anything of Mayhem Miller. But we'll find him. Oh, I've also been, you know what it is? I've been dealing with the time difference. We would need to do a podcast after 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock for Volkanovski.
Oh.
Because he's in...
Russia?
No, Australia, but NSW. I believe that's it. So their time difference is like right now it's like 8 in the morning there, or it's 7 in the morning. But we'll figure that out.
It's wild.
But yeah, hopefully MMA comes back in a big way. I wanted them to completely rule the world of sports.
Yeah.
And be the only... Let's see. Someone wrote, isn't coronavirus man-made? I don't know about that.
I heard that, too.
Do you know Ryan M. Lal?
Yeah.
Where's he from?
He's from upstate.
He wrote, getting crazy. How long you think till people start looting? Tomorrow? Tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean...
They already started looting toilet paper in Connecticut, so tomorrow? Isn't coronavirus man-made? We do not know. Batman made it. Who's Brandon Chris John? You know him?
Yeah. He's my neighbor.
Right now?
Well, no, he's my neighbor.
Saugerties.
Yeah, he's like has a huge impact on my life.
Oh, that's the one from across the street?
Yes.
The wrestling family?
Yep.
All right. I've heard of you, Brandon Chris John.
He actually can make anything out of anything.
Like, he's MacGyver.
Artistic wise.
Okay.
You want a sculpture out of a fucking like a tree stump? He could do that. Do you want him to fucking...
What about Colin Emquist?
I don't believe I know the name.
Well, Brandon tagged him and went, welcome to the new world. As if the new world is Menace to the Man. I like where your head's at, Brandon.
Come on.
Gotta wipe down the beers and bleach them before you drink. I don't know about that.
Hey. How many people have handled these beers?
And then Brandon hit you with shotgun a beer, Dennis the Menace Mutas.
How long ago?
Recently.
Like how many minutes?
I don't know.
I'll do it.
It doesn't tell you.
Yeah, it does.
I don't see it. It doesn't tell me.
On your phone, it does. As soon as he writes shotgun a beer, I'll do it.
If he writes it again?
Yeah.
Or if it was a couple minutes ago.
Or if it's a couple minutes ago.
All right. I like that enthusiasm.
Oh, Lord. I mean, come on.
Oh, and then we got Cuomo said that infections will peak 45 days from now. That's what,
Yeah.
Cuomo's an idiot, though.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's just...
Even that's a whole nother
Hang on.
conversation we could have.
You think that's off of his own? Like, you know what? I think after 45 days, I think... No chance.
Yes and no. It's something he
Sci-
heard
no.
from one scientist, where it's like 6 people said that. One person said, he went, yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that too. You know what? I'm going to go with you too.
I disagree.
100%.
I disagree.
He's a politician.
Even I make people read my shit. Like, yeah, that makes sense to you, right?
Similar to the way
That's spell check.
Trump contradicts himself all the time and says stupid shit, and then will almost go like, yo, the people behind me know better. Cuomo does that too. Cuomo will be like, he said the one day, he was like, the other day, he said, he's like, all gyms are quarantined from starting tonight. Then they were like, well, what about de Blasio went to a gym this morning? He went, well, you could do that. You could do that until tonight. So he's okay.
He's not wrong.
And then they went, what about you? Are you going to go to a gym? And he went, well, I actually have my own workout routine that I've been doing that I've mastered over years. And he went into like his own pitch.
Wow, that's awesome.
And he was like, I have my own gym and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, where'd you come up with the gym quarantine? And he went, from my own gym. And they went, what the fuck? What? You just said you work out at home. Well, my own gym, the gym I used to work out at, like some dumb shit. Like they're politicians. Other than Rich Schaffer, they all fucking lie. Other than Rich Schaffer, they all lie. He's the only one who tells the truth in my book.
He's the only one you actually know.
He's the only one who tells it. So you're telling me? Wait, you're telling me he spits bullshit? No.
I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say every politician lies. You're like everybody except for Rich. Like that almost makes Rich look bad.
It almost makes him what?
Look bad.
Not at all.
That everybody's crooked in politics.
I've had many conversations about this with Rich. They're all bullshit artists. They are.
Listen, hang on. I think, yes, they're trying to make money and provide for their families and stuff like that, but I also think that they are looking, like when shit like this happens, they're looking for, like, the best options for everybody. Because if everybody dies, that makes them look awful.
Oh, yeah. And if everybody dies, there's no system to even oversee.
Right.
100%.
So.
But like you said, if you get rid of the 1% everywhere, you weed out that certain number.
Hang on. And that could be from people that are just weak, people that are ill, or people that are just dumb. So like Stan, you might not be here, dude.
Bro, 1 minute. What do you mean? Oh, no, that's a pinned comment. I was going to say. He just reposted it. No, that's a pinned comment. So, yeah, I am dumb. But no, I'm not that dumb. But let's wrap this bitch up.
All right.
Episode 69.
I gotta get back on Call of Duty Warzone.
It was great hanging out with you guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Menace and the Man, episode 69. We will hopefully, if they, what is it called? In-place shelter? What was it?
I'll still have to go to work.
No, I'm saying, what's the word? Even then, they'll still send you to work, but when you come home, place in shelter.
Yeah.
So even if they place us all in shelter, we'll hopefully keep putting out some episodes of Medicine to Man to, like I said, give everybody a sense of normalcy.
Yeah. You know what? If you guys want us to increase the volume of Menace and the Man during this period of time, reshare it right now.
Well, we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, episode 69. Hopefully everyone quarantines himself and stays alive and safe during this.
Keep
Pandemic.
I mean, look at this. Like, I don't like hang out with Stan anyways, but, like, I feel like the distance got even more.
Yeah, no, by next week we're gonna be
full couch.
Yeah, full couch.
And this is a fucking,
This is a 12-footer.
it's like a 15-foot couch.
These are each 3. 12
and then there's the arm.
you got
yeah,
about a
so-
14-foot couch
Thank
here.
you.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Not 15.
Blood
14.
money. Blood money.
Bro.
Not that union money.
Even that, though, that's why these guys and Dana White, and I get it, people want to say Dana was putting on the show for him to make money. He wasn't making ticket sales. Maybe he'll make viewership, and that'll translate into money, or people subscribe in ESPN Plus. But fighters at the UFC level needed to fight to make money.
Yeah.
Like, cancel the NFL, cancel the NHL, cancel MLB. They make millions.
Yeah.
The fighters are still in the tens of thousands.
Yeah. No, I thought that was a very honorable thing that, Dana White was trying and still is trying to do. At this point, he's just got to follow, what he's going to do.
Regulations and
yeah.
guidelines, state mandates and whatnot.
Yeah.
But that's what I was going to ask you even earlier. Yeah, so you agree with that? The show should go on.
I think it's awesome. I think it's
Yeah.
awesome for the people that are home bored. I think it's awesome for the fighters to have something to do and train for. I think it's awesome for the fighters to be able to make money. I think it's good for the sport in terms of they'll gain more fans.
Because then you guys are already fighting.
There's more pros and cons. It's not like
The sport's already dangerous.
the UFC's not gonna lose so much money where we got to shut down. Like, for example, like Bellator, we're like, yep,
They canceled an event.
yeah.
Bellator canceled. They did the weigh-ins, and then they were going to go through with it with no crowd, and then for some reason they canceled it. The Connecticut government or something got involved with the Connecticut Athletic Commission. But I think they were even on a tribunal. So the Connecticut sanctioning body, something. And Bellator paid everybody, though.
Word.
They paid the commission, the people working the event, the fighters, everybody.
Wow, that's badass. That's
Yeah.
dope.
Bellator's got big
Obviously, they pay them, show money.
money. Yeah, but Bellator's got that money. Bellator's got that Viacom money.
That's very true.
They got big money.
No, that's an honorable thing to do for sure.
But yes, hopefully Dana figures out a place to put all these shows on while there's no other sports and UFC continues to.
Because right now people are watching darts, reruns of darts.
I love those memes where it's like, yo, the world after sports ends, everyone's watching bowling.
Day 2 of the quarantine. There's some woman sitting on my couch. Apparently, she's my wife. She's really nice, though.
Just everybody, please do us a favor and just keep up with the memes. There's some people out there that are like, yo, the memes are fucked up. The memes are harsh. These are like real times. You always need levity.
Send your favorite memes to Menace in the Main.
Yes. You always need levity.
We'll repost them if they're awesome, and we'll tag you in it.
A lot of mine and your conversation is even just that.
Yeah.
Sending a meme back and forth. Like, yo, I think you'd like this.
Yeah.
Not saying I think you'd like this, just sending the meme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know how they say send nudes?
Yeah.
Just send memes.
Send memes. You should turn that into a meme.
Don't send nudes, send memes?
No, just
Send memes?
yeah.
Okay, I'll work on that.
And some girl, maybe a cartoon holding her boobs.
A cartoon or a real girl holding
No,
her boobs?
cartoon. Let's keep it
Ooh,
PG.
that too. All the hoes that have come out of the woodwork
What do you mean?
in this time period. They're just everywhere. As I'm swiping, I want to get quarantined with someone or
Oh, on your
on my dating apps. And even my DMs, like my personal text messages, girls just hitting me up like, yo, oh God, we need to fuck before we're quarantined. And I'm just like,
Wow.
word?
Wow.
Word? Do you have a cough or any type of illness in the last 2 weeks?
My girl's like, I'm not being quarantined with you. I got to stay with my mom. I'm like, okay.
Because my thing is, so even that, I'm obviously thinking so when I have a thought process, It's literally it is not so. It is for the old people, but it's not for the old people because I'm not gonna see my Grammy. I can if I want to, but I'm not going
Yeah,
to.
you're gonna wait.
I'm gonna see my nephews though upstairs.
Right.
And I granted kids aren't getting sick, but I don't want to give it to them or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's why
'Cause
I'm
you are
almost
a dirty hoe.
Yo, I got a meme for you. I'm gonna make it. When the guy elbow bumped Trump,
Yeah, that was awesome.
it's like, yo, when you know your boy hooks up with hoes or something, you know, when you know your boy hooks up with slutty chicks or some shit.
Wow, that's awesome.
I gotta figure out how to word it, but that's a meme right there.
When you know your boy would have been the same chick you've been with, and you know she's dirty.
When you know your boy fucks with dirty chicks, yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
it's like, yo, hand chick, no, elbow bump me. Dude.
And that could be good for a long time.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's a meme that could live on forever.
Yeah, that's
So,
wild.
Menace and the Man, episode 69. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys hopefully next week, unless the world ends.
Nah, we'll still do it.
Ooh, we'll cover the end of the world. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Hit him with your send off.
Well, see you later.
I like that. End of the world.